Okay.
Episode 1, Season 9.
Yay!
Yay! Season 9, it's amazing.
I know.
9. And fix your hair.
And pictures.
Is that on?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Game night!
Deja vu! Have we been here before? Have we done this already? The devious Dr. Fu has assembled a terrible time machine and is shredding the fabric of space-time. It's up to time agents Lincoln, Deborah, Aaron, and Nikki to save the world in The Loop, a game for 1 to 4 time travelers from Catch Up Games, designed by Maxime Rambourg and Théo Rivière. Can we save the world, or did we already? Maybe it's already happened. Come and watch the replay with us on Game Night Season 9.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Lincoln.
Long time no see.
Yeah, how's it going?
I'm really glad that you're here. Will you teach us the loop?
Didn't I already do that? I feel like we just finished explaining the
We
loop.
might have. I don't know.
It's a game about time travel. Get it, guys? There's going to be a
Yay.
bunch of those jokes. Strap in. Okay, The Loop is a cooperative game about fixing the time stream and protecting the integrity of time from the evil Dr. Fu.
Oh.
So we are all working together. We either win or lose as a team, and we are protecting the time stream, which is what this board represents. We are agents of the agency, and we don't generally bring the rule book on camera or read from it on camera, but I'm going to read the introductory paragraph because the rule book, kudos to the writers and designers, is really well done and has a lot of really nice character bits and like flavor text and humor, and just I think really more than a lot of games really like gets you into the spirit of it.
That's
so I'm going to
cool.
read like your introductory mission text basically.
Nice.
Welcome to this group reading of the rules and procedures for new time agents. My name is Mario Von Time, aka Mr. Time. That's Deborah's character, as we'll get to in a bit. And I will be your DI, designated instructor. You will find more details on the agency and Dr. Fu in your operational booklet, but here's the long and short of it. The evil Dr. Fu has built a terrible time machine. There's 4 R's in terrible, so I believe I pronounced that correctly. To become master of the universe. At the helm of this immensely powerful machine, he travels in loops from era to era, creating an army of duplicates of himself. But most importantly of all, the instability and flaws in his Omniscience 2000 project are opening rifts in space-time, and these breaches will soon destroy the universe. Our super magnetic autocassette computer, SMAC, that's K on the final letter for computer, has picked out of our database just a handful of the biggest, baddest temporal powerhouses, the numero uno quantico. You were either on this exclusive list or just happened to be available. No pressure or anything, but everything depends on you. And so there are lots of, almost every rules section has a tiny little like commentary from Mr. Time.
Nice.
Telling you that it's critical that you save the universe, but also that you're like the B squad and the really important agents couldn't show up for work today or wanted too much money, stuff like that. It's really nicely done. Okay, so this is space-time, the board here. It's divided into 7 great eras, and they are nicely color-coded and have icons, so we don't have to remember this, but they are actually called the Dawn of Time, the Medieval Era, the Renaissance, which has a nice little Mona Lisa that's easy to remember, the Industrial Age, the Globalization Age, the Age of Robots, and the End of Times. Those are the 7 eras that make up a loop in time.
So we're about here, I guess.
I think we are, and we're heading towards the
Heading
robot age.
towards
We're
the
like right in
robots.
getting in there, yeah. Although this one may be coming up real soon.
We're just skipping.
It gets faster and faster as it goes. And then the rulebook even just kind of mentions that like the End of Times segues right into the
cool.
birth of a new one. It's like it's a
okay.
cycle that never ends, which is kind of interesting. In the center here we have Dr. Fu's machine. This will rotate throughout the game, and whichever era the center arm here is pointing at, that's where Dr. Fu is currently. So if something says Dr. Fu's era, it means where the middle piece is pointing right now.
I see him.
Okay.
He's right there.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard for the cameras to see
Yes, sorry.
until we like point
I
it a
see
certain
it.
way.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes, he will every turn move to a new era. We're also going to have these duplicate tokens because he is jumping all throughout time and present in many ages at once. These tokens are going to come out of the bag randomly when called for, and they have the generation side, which tells you where they appear.
Oh.
And then more importantly, the side that they're face up on is where you need to bring them to destroy them. They're essentially destroyed by time paradox when we bring them to that era on the board.
Gotcha.
So that's one of our main goals throughout the game, is to get these duplicate tokens, which are going to of course constantly be appearing, over to the place which will remove them from play. You can put the rest of those in the bag for us. There will be some at the game setup. We, the time agents, have these cool chunky wooden pieces. Those are the four of us out there. We'll introduce ourselves when we're ready to start the
Put
game.
some contrast on it so you can see them.
We each have our agent tile in front of us and 6 starting cards in our agent deck. We will gain more of those throughout the game, and I'll explain a little bit about how to use them when we get to the turn flow. There are 7 machine tiles, which are sabotage tiles, around the edge of the board. There's 10 in the game. We're not going to use 3, so the game is always a little different each time. You just randomly choose 7. These 3 will go back to the box, but I'm going to use them for examples to show you how to win and play the game. But these 7 that we've set up around the board are the ones that we'll actually have in play. There are energy cubes, which are the green ones here. These will be on our eras on the board, and we will use these to perform certain actions. We'll expend them from the board to do that.
Neat.
The red cubes are rift tokens. These are bad.
Okay.
Enough of those can cause us to lose the game, and when they come out on the board, they go here on these little spaces in the eras.
On the flux capacitors?
They're just rift spaces there. I'm sure there will be some flux and some capacity
Mix your
throughout the
IP.
game.
Yes.
We have our HQ board here, which is our sort of central information hub. It's got a game mode tile, which we're playing essentially the standard game, the basic introductory game. There are several other advanced game modes, but this will tell you how to win and lose the game. And I'm going to tell you that now, because a lot of games don't tell you how to win or lose until the very end of the rules, and that's a little frustrating now, sometimes. Victory, the one way we're going to win the game, is these sabotage tiles, which I just mentioned. They're going to be revealed. There's generally going to always be 2 of these face up. There's going to be 2 missions available to us at all times. When we fulfill a condition on these missions, we'll mark it with a cube. It actually says you can use either the red or green cubes as you artistically choose. Let it be part of your artistic expression. We're going to mark these conditions, and I'll explain these a little bit more in detail. But once we have fulfilled them and cleared them from the board, that's 1/4 of the way to victory. 4 sabotage tiles, 4 missions completed, wins us the game.
Cool.
There are 3 ways to lose, and they're not going to make as much sense until we get to explaining them, but a vortex, which means that this era in time has been completely corrupted and there will no longer be a mission there. 4 of those will lose the game. A vortex which again fills up with rifts and would cause a second vortex in the same place will lose you the game.
Oh.
So a vortex means be careful of that era, it's already halfway to destroying the universe. And then the last way to lose the game is essentially the game clock. Dr. Fu's deck here, I'm gonna get to this a little in a second. This is essentially phase one, round one, round two, round three of the game. And if we took so long that we were going to get to round four,
Right.
the game is over by that point. You only have a certain amount of time to stop Dr. Fu. And I think this is basically 21 player turns is what we have.
Okay.
If the 22nd turn was about to start, too late. We're going to do the final piece of setup, which is actually revealing 2 of his cards, which will flip 2 of these missions. These cards, the 7 Dr. Fu cards, correspond to these 7 eras, and this is how he moves around the board. So this is just part of the setup. We're going to reveal 2. It's the Industrial Age and the Age of Robots. So they both get 1 red rift cube on the little things there, on these red areas. And we flip the missions on those 2 things.
okay.
We'll look at them and read them in just a second. The other 5 eras get a green energy cube. So just in the areas
Anywhere
where,
in there?
like right in the middle where we're standing, basically. So that's the state of the board as we set up.
Oh, yeah, we want them just on the empty ones.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, oops.
No,
Oh, no, I mean
that's
empty,
correct. Empty from
except
the
for the
red.
red.
Except for the
Okay,
red.
yeah.
Right. There should be 1 cube on each
Yes.
thing.
All right.
Then
yeah.
we reshuffle this. This deck is fresh.
Oh.
It's so fresh and so clean.
Clean, clean, clean.
The other part of final setup is 4 duplicates from the bag. You can draw those.
Uh-oh.
And you're looking at the complete icon side to show you where they start. So this one starts here, but he needs to go here to be destroyed.
Okay.
This one starts here, needs to just go right there, etc.
Starts there, goes there. That's 4, right?
That is 4.
Keep knocking down the Gigantor here.
Yeah, I'm very clumsy, my giant robot. Whoa. And then 4 cards. Like I said, we each start with 6 of those, and I'm going to get to these in a second, but there are 4 more available. These also are marked with a starting era, and these go around the edge of the board.
Okay.
So these 2 are available here at the dawn of time. If you end your turn at dawn of time, you'll have the option to pick up one of these cards. This one is at the end of times, and this one is at medieval times. My favorite restaurant.
Your favorite restaurant?
All right, and now the game is fully set up. So each of us are a time agent. We'll introduce ourselves right before we begin, but we start with 6 cards in our deck. Your deck is your draw pile.
Okay.
Your hand, which is generally 3 cards face up in front of you. It could be more due to just drawing cards or getting cards during your turn, but 3 is what you draw up to when you need to draw. And you're going to eventually have a discard pile, which you can also possibly draw from or do things to. But all of that is considered your deck. If you gain a card, which you will on most turns most likely, it goes right on the top of your draw pile.
Ooh.
So you know
Yikes.
strategically
Yep.
that is the next card you're going to draw on your next turn or even sooner than that. So you can sort of plan like, oh, this card looks very useful and I want it right away, so I'm going to put it right there on top of my deck. Not like a lot of deck builder games where it
Right.
shuffles in or it may come
Put it in
3
your
turns from
discard,
now.
yeah.
It's going to be right there available to you. When your turn comes around, as I mentioned, you have about 21 player turns maximum to win the game, and hopefully we'll do it before that. You will go through 5 phases on each one of your player turns, and of course they're on your player aid there. First, you start with the Fu phase. The diabolical Dr. Fu starts ripping apart the timeline. Like a lot of co-op games, is the bad things happen, bad guy moves phase. So the very first thing we do is reveal a Fu card. He is going to move to the medieval era, medieval times. He likes that restaurant too.
Okay.
So as we said, this points to his era. This is where Dr. Fu is this turn. Then we can put this card aside. Although actually, we
It
want.
looks like they line up along there.
I guess. Yeah, you're right.
they
That's
flop and
because
flop.
what you want is to be able to see which eras he's already been to, and then sort of by process of elimination know, oh, he's going to either this one, or this one next turn, and that'll help us prepare and ideally, remove duplicates that might be dangerous to
Right.
open a lot of rifts. And on the 7th turn, we know exactly where he's going to
Right.
appear because he's been to the other 6.
So we know that since he's already been here, this is now a safe place to put.
Correct. For
or
the next
for the-
6
yeah.
turns, he cannot go back
We
here.
could leave things there while we're moving
Right.
them around. Okay.
Right, correct. The first thing you do when you reveal that card is generate 1 duplicate from the bag.
Okay.
This is going to increase later, and I'll tell you how that
So it
works.
starts.
It starts there at the end of times,
only
and it
going
just needs to go there to the
easy.
dawn of time to be destroyed.
There's
Yes.
a lot
We
of
got
Donna
this.
times out.
I know.
And
Who's she? Donna Time?
Donna time.
it'll generate, this is good, a new artifact card for us. The card always has a symbol here that tells you where it goes. Is that the robot? Yes. This is what the game phrase "make available" means. If it says "make a card available from the huge deck," it means draw a card, put it next to its original era. That's called its original era or its starting era. The next thing you do for the Dr. Fu phase in the Dr. Fu card is generate rifts. It's always going to be at least 2, plus any duplicates that are in that era. In this case, we got unlucky. It's going to be 3 rifts already.
Woof.
Oh.
The semi-good news is they don't all pile right onto that same space. And he's going to place them by dropping them into his diabolical machine.
Dun, dun, dun.
As you can see, they're going to appear either in this or one of the adjacent eras in a little bit of cool randomization.
Oh.
No.
So they could go into this era or either one of the adjacent ones, and they do go immediately onto those spaces.
Diabolical
Okay.
Dr. Fu.
Serious.
At
And
least we have Mr. Time there.
you see, there of course, so those rifts go immediately onto the appropriate era. And you can see, like, this is the other job we have during the game, besides getting rid of these duplicates, is taking care of these rifts.
Okay.
Those are our definite, ways to not let the universe get destroyed, please.
Right.
And if those rifts filled up and overflowed these 3 spaces, i.e. we needed to place a 4th rift on any given time era, that would create a vortex. What is a vortex? What does a vortex do? It's bad.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, 4 vortexes will lose us the game, so that's 1/4 of no more game for us, no more time stream for anyone. It places if this happens, I'm saying, if a vortex is placed and there are 4 cubes or more on an era, it places this vortex, all the rifts go back into the pool, the energy stays, that's our one little high point. The artifacts, if there were any cards there, are destroyed, gone from that era, and can never be placed there again for the rest of the game. That's an empty card generating space for us. That's quite
So
bad.
if it came up, it would just be dead.
It's just gone.
Yeah.
Yep. In fact, that's going to burn a lot of our cards through the game. So
Yeah.
that's a bad thing. And if a mission here was being worked on, and we had already made some progress on it, that's gone too. That thing is totally destroyed. As I mentioned, there will generally always be 2 missions available during the game. So if we complete a mission, which I'll tell you about in a phase coming up very soon, we will remove it and reveal a new one. If one is destroyed by a vortex, it'll be out of the game and we'll reveal a new one. There will always be basically 2 tasks we're working on. And that is how a vortex would be created during this Dr. Fu phase if it happened. The second thing is the main part of your turn. It's when we take our actions. It's our action phase. There are 3 main types of actions. The simple one is move. You can move by, I'm going to use Deborah's figure. Is this you here?
No.
No, who's the
That's me.
yellow?
I'm
Lincoln.
the Time Prowler.
Lincoln the Prowler. You can move to one adjacent era. If any card ever says your era, it's the one where you're standing right now. And if it says an adjacent era, it's one of the 2 next to you. These are just game terms that are going to occur on the cards. And you'll note, of course, that this is the farthest past and this is the farthest future. So some things might even say the previous era, which means counterclockwise.
Right.
Oh, okay. 'cause
Or
I was
the
just
next
reading that.
era, which means one into the future is clockwise.
Sure.
So that's previous and next. But moving, you can move one space, essentially. You could move here or here by expending an energy cube from where you currently are. The other way you can move, and we all have the same ability on the top left of our character tile, is we get 1 free move by using our agent batteries. You just flip your tile over, and then you have the same thing with a low battery symbol on the back of it.
Okay.
You get 1 free move that way per turn. That's how you move, and you move to an adjacent era. The next ability type, and the one we're going to use most often and is more complex, is a card ability. We all have 3 cards in front of us in our hand. That's generally what you're going to have. You can use the abilities on the cards. The little symbol on the left of the card tells you roughly what it's going to do. If it has the red symbol, it's going to have something to do with rifts and probably removing them. If it has a green square, it's probably going to have to do with energy and hopefully placing it on the board for us to do things with. The little orangey circle is duplicates and then maybe destroying or moving those guys.
These guys.
I have a movement icon in this card, so it's an ability about moving around the board.
Okay.
And there will be also a card icon, this little purple one, which will be drawing more cards or manipulating cards, etc. Now, when you use a card ability, you read the card ability and do as much of it as possible.
Right.
If some of it is not accomplishable, you still do all the rest as much as you can. It doesn't stop you from fulfilling the rest of the card. Like a lot of card games, you exhaust the card by turning it clockwise when you use it, so you can only use it once and not over and over again. Except for your third and interesting ability is to trigger a time loop. Let's say I'm taking my turn and I've done a couple moves and I've used all my cards. Now I want to do some more cool things, so I'm going to do a loop. That's the name of the game, and it's the name of this cool ability. There are 4 symbols. You see these giant, I was going to say hexagonal, but they're actually seven-sided. Septagonal?
Yeah, septagonal.
Symbols, thank you.
the
Geometry,
board is the
thank you,
septagonal.
high school geometry teacher. There are 4 symbols for those these things. And actually, you can see on your agent tile, it shows you your starting distribution of them.
Right.
The 4 types are star, stripe, spiral, and black hole.
Okay.
So Deborah has all 4 types of cards, but she only has 1 stripe card and 1 black hole card. That just gives you a tiny bit of guidance on, like, you may want to claim more star cards and more spiral cards, so you have a preponderance of those in your deck.
Okay.
Because when you do a loop ability, the first time you do one, it costs 1 energy. So you want to be in a space on the board where you can spend 1 energy or some other way to generate energy. And it lets you reset all of 1 symbol. So I could choose stripe and make available all my stripe dimension gadgets, artifacts there. This one not useful unless I really just wanted to use that one again. But so that's why. So if you had a bunch of star cards in your deck, and your hand was very often 2 or 3 star cards, this ability is going to be more useful to you because you're going to be able to use all of them again. Essentially, it's a card refresh for 1, 2, or more of your cards. All of them. You can never reset black hole cards. That card has no icon, and you cannot trigger a time loop with that. Okay. So even though Deborah starts with 1 in her deck, Lincoln starts with 1 in his deck, you start with 1. I'm the only one who doesn't start with 1. And we will pick up more of them. Those cards cannot be looped reset for another use.
And this is then to use immediately.
Yes, you can continue taking as many actions you want on your turn until you are done, or you just can't take any more.
So if there were 3 energies on I could time loop and go through them 3 times.
No, you could go through them twice.
Okay.
Because the second time, it costs 2 energy. And the third time, it costs 3 energy. And the fourth, et cetera, et cetera. So it gets more expensive each time. That was the last explanation of the loop. Good anticipation question. It's almost like I explained this to you before and you were remembering from a previous loop.
I thought you said we had taught this before. I don't know. I'm confused now.
The only other thing to know about actions, including our agents have a little special action on them, which we will read later. You must fully complete a card action before moving on to something else. You can't, if your card action has like 3 steps, you can't do part 1 and part 2 and then move during the middle of it and then do part 3 somewhere else.
Right.
Gotcha.
You can't interrupt one action to take another action and then do the rest of it somewhere else. You have to complete your full thing before starting another action.
Okay.
So there's no mix and match, essentially. So that's the main phase of your turn. That's going to be the most complex part of your turn. The last 3 phases of your turn are sort of bookkeeping and turn ending, so that's going to be much easier. The third thing you do is add a card to your deck from your current era. This is optional, but even Mr. Time in his little rulebook aside says, this is really good, you're probably going to want to do it most of the time. Sometimes, perhaps, let's say Nikki, had a really important reason for moving to the Age of Robots and, closing rifts or something, and there's no card there, she's just not going to have the option. It has to be there available in the era where you end your turn, right? But if she ends her turn here, she can just take one of these cards.
And it goes in.
And as I said, yes, it goes on top of your draw deck, which will be the next card that you draw. That's phase 3, that's all of it. It's a free card just added to your hand, there's no cost or anything. The next thing you do, and this is going to be rather rare, so it's just a quick bookkeeping, is if we have completed a mission, if we've filled it up with cubes, you get to archive that mission. Basically set it aside and score it for victory conditions. This doesn't happen immediately as soon as you do it for the cubes. This is a specific phase of the turn. But if we had, and I haven't even touched these yet, but if we had filled this mission up with cubes, we would then set this aside, count it as one of our 1/4 of victory missions.
Cool.
The reward for doing that, and ideally we're going to do that 3 times before we win the game on the 4th one, is we all immediately we draw 5 cards from the top of the deck. This is called the huge deck. You actually draw players plus 1 card, so in a 2-player game you would draw 3 cards. We're going to draw 5. And you immediately draft them however you like. They, of course, again, go on the top of your deck. It's a cooperative game. If we really can't decide who gets a card, it goes in player order, but we should be able to decide
what might be
this
better.
is going to be useful for you, and Nikki needs this next turn, etc. The 1 card that is not chosen is discarded. This is the discard pile.
I was
And
just going to ask that
there
because it'd be
are-
nice.
There are ways to get cards or trigger cards from the discard pile.
Oh, nice.
So that's important too.
Okay.
The final thing on your turn is refreshing your agent if you use your battery-free move, and why wouldn't you unless you didn't need to move at all this turn? Everyone draws to 3 cards in their hand. So if other players somehow spent or discarded cards during the turn, they all draw up to 3, including you. You, the current player, discard your hand first.
Right.
Okay.
Then everyone draws to 3. So if I somehow discarded or used one of your cards on your turn, other players all draw up to 3. So you can refresh and use your cards during other players'
Right,
turns.
like I
but-
have on another agent's era do something. So then when if it's your turn.
Well, the era is the space I'm on the board.
Oh, okay. Oh, not turn. Okay.
But there can be ways to trigger other agents' cards, and I don't know about discarding them or trading them or anything. But
Right.
Like
it's a card game. I'm sure everything's gonna happen.
So there'd just be some circumstance where on your turn you would use my card.
Yes.
Okay.
And then maybe discard it. That's making sense to me. Otherwise, why have this rule?
point. Yeah,
but yes, everyone draws up to 3. So basically, you're going to start not just your turn, but every turn with 3 cards in your hand. If this deck, the Dr. Fu deck, is empty and we've seen all 7 cards, and he has been to all 7 eras, we will reshuffle this and refresh it and move to the next Dr. Fu level. This basically increases the difficulty of the game as time goes on, and will cause him to generate more duplicates. It was 1, then it'll be 2, then it'll be 3.
He's getting more efficient.
Yeah.
Exactly, or his machine is
getting
charging
more-
up for
Right,
its
right,
final
right.
Yeah.
explosion or something. But that's only going to happen, if this deck is exhausted at that point. If something says push a duplicate, it means a duplicate can go to one of its neighboring areas. If it says carry a duplicate, it's part of moving with you. If it says pull, you can pull it towards you. If you complete, we're going to look at the missions that we have available here. You can add more than 1 cube to a mission. This is obviously completing the missions, getting us towards winning the game. You can do more than 1 cube per turn. And usually it'll tell you if there's a limit, like only do this 3 times per turn or only do this 2 times per turn. But for instance, this mission, Quantum Sealant. If there are no rifts and no duplicates on your era, meaning the one that you're in during your turn, then you mark a cube on that era. So you see that we need to get all 7 eras in that state at some point during the game, and have the person whose turn it in be there. So this is Lincoln, yeah. If Lincoln took a turn, went here and cleared this rift, then we could mark the Age of Robots.
Okay.
He could also go on to another era and accomplish another cube or two during his single turn. He just wouldn't be able to do all 7 of them in one turn. It just said, the 3 is the limit on that one.
Okay.
This mission, clog up Dr. Fu's machine. This is a nice simple one. This, you place cubes by removing rifts, this red cube symbol, from Dr. Fu's era, meaning the one that he's pointing at. So right now, we can only place a single cube on that on this mission. But if he rotates here on Nikki's turn, we can get 2 more, assuming we play it right and get the right cards and everything. If we somehow happen to get really lucky and complete both of those missions on the same turn, you still only get to clear one during your end turn phase. You just pick one.
Okay.
And it's possible that the missions might even sync up a little later and you might get to place 2 cubes with a single action. Like if they're both about removing rifts or both about destroying duplicates, things like that.
Okay. If we complete a mission and either
Yes.
save it, or if Dr. Fu kills one of our missions.
Yes, a
and
vortex.
you said we always have 2 at a time. How do we
Correct.
choose which era gives us the next mission?
Oh, to flip.
Yeah.
Good question. I could swear I've explained this before sometime. But you flip the mission in Dr. Fu's era, the one
Okay.
that he's pointing at.
Okay.
Or if that's already been revealed, completed, or destroyed, you go forward in time from there.
Ooh, forward in time. All right.
And I've already told you the victory conditions, and they're on the HQ tile right here. So, knowing absolutely nothing about our cards and abilities, we're ready to start the game, basically. We've decided to fully refresh here, so let's reset all our cubes and pick a new start player. Everybody Nikki, give Lincoln your underpants. And I'll give Lincoln my gun. He's going to randomly choose a start player
Oh, is
for
that
us.
ridiculous? Okay, you get my monocle.
We will
Monocle.
choose Dr. Fu's initial 2 rift spaces.
Oh, initial 2.
1 rift on Dawn of Time and the Renaissance, please. The other 5 get 1 green energy cube.
Okay.
Then these get reshuffled. He does get, this is different per the number of players, but for our game he gets 4 starting duplicates on the board.
And I am the start player. Digital
Excellent.
Watch is the start player.
Okay.
And we get 4
There's
starting
your underpants back, Nikki
artifacts
Thank
around
you.
the board.
P. There's your
My
double.
monocle.
And
My
your
double,
V-gun.
my double monocle.
Yeah.
Double monocle.
Nice. Double monocle.
So we should read what we do. Our characters are too.
Starting cards here.
Okay.
We got a massive dose of radium. Nothing unhealthy about that. Galileo's telescope in the Renaissance. Pasteur's vaccine. Wow, so science. That's also in the industrial age. And a Spartan shield.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So those are our cards out for claiming if we end in those spaces at the end of our turns.
Okay.
Let's say our characters. You start.
Yep, since you'll be...
Time
And
Prowler.
your ability.
I am the Time Prowler. During the Fu phase, after dropping rifts into the machine, cancel 1 rift of your choice among the ones you just dropped. So that's awesome.
Very
And since we'll be doing that just now, and I'll kill
Yeah.
one of them right off the bat.
Yes, and it completely cancels it. Even in the rule clarifications, if it was going to trigger a vortex, it would cancel
Nice.
that.
Do we have
Just doesn't
Mary.
exist.
the existing?
Oh yeah, we don't
missions?
know which missions we're
It was the
gonna
2
do
that we just flipped. Sorry,
Oh,
that was
okay.
part of setup for the rifts here.
yet. Oh,
we
no,
have
the red ones?
yeah, the red
Yeah,
2.
the red ones. So this
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
We have surround Dr. Fu. You and another agent are on the 2 eras adjacent to Dr. Fu. We must complete this 3 times, only once per turn, so you can't
Right.
shuffle back and forth
Right.
moving and do it.
Okay.
But that should be very doable.
Okay.
We have to surround
Flank.
the area. Flank him, exactly.
Flank him.
This is the big quantum bomb. Add 1 energy onto this era 6 times.
Wow.
That's it?
Yep.
Wow.
Seems like we can do
Okay.
it from anywhere. So,
Just
No, but it's this era.
drop it
I know,
to
but
this
you
area.
can add it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be there. You just have to move
Depends
it.
on
Yeah,
what your
like
card
I have
ability
stuff
is,
that
yeah.
can add
Right.
energy to
Cool.
other people's. Okay,
All right.
Cool. Great.
Okay.
Oh, right, and I'm Mr. Time from the
yes.
from the rules. You know me from the rules. And I mean, my big thing I think is I'm a collaborator, I'm a helper, I'm an educator. So I help you
Right.
move you guys around, help you do things.
I am V Girl. I'm the standard science fiction trope of tiny girl inside gigantic robot. You can see the biggest a player thing here. And I'm all about vortexes. When a vortex appears, it makes most of my cards a little more powerful. And I actually have an ability that lets me use the card here on the discard pile once one gets there.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Nikki, what's your character name?
Oh boy. Sizwizik.
Sizwizik.
Rolls right off the tongue. Rolls right off the tongues.
Yes. Yes, it was a discussion of what we thought it would maybe be. But there it is. And my special is I can, when I'm doing the move one era, I actually can move to any era I wish.
Nice.
Amazing.
That'll be helpful.
Very
Yes.
cool. And your clothing choices are a little risque, but
It's
you know.
Super underwear.
Goggles and underwear.
I kind of want to know what's going on with his mouth. Does he have a
Underwear
mustache?
is important.
Or does he have like teeth going in 4 different
I
directions?
think that's his teeth.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
there
I
we
think
go.
this white stuff's his teeth.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
the rest is
You
a
think-
mustache.
But
And
like-
this is all his lips, this
His lips are spiky.
Okay.
spiky
They're
lips.
like it's like he trims around.
Well, it's I think
It's
he's
a
I think he's got
Hairy.
blue
Soul
fur.
patch.
Yeah,
Right,
he's got blue
right.
fur. He's a very interesting character,
I like
Mr.
him.
Sizwizik.
He's cute.
All right, Time Prowler.
All right.
Sure. Well, we got to drop some cubes.
Oh yes,
First.
right. Thank you. First thing we do is Dr. Fu arrives in the end of time.
He's there already.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Oh,
only
he's pointing at the right place.
One guy.
We do one guy, one duplicate,
is.
and one card available, which is here. Industrialization.
Wow.
Stacking that one up,
Industrial's pretty.
and only 2 cubes because there are no duplicates here. So we'll drop
Okay.
2. Lincoln will immediately block one of them. so
Only
that's
2.
a nice.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's too good. And there's a green one in here.
Don't
Getting
That's
mixed
a
up.
screw
nice,
us before
all
we're.
right.
All right.
Which one of those do you want to stop?
The one that's not. Oh, yeah, that one. Go ahead.
No,
Because there's already one there.
Fair enough.
Okay. I am way on the other
Now
side
remember-
of the board, and there are no. Well, I don't have any. I can push.
If
which
you
is
get
good.
here, he's already flanked, and we've done one of the mission cubes
That's
for this.
cool.
So
Right.
keep that in mind, and keep in mind adding energy to the Renaissance.
Yes.
He's already
good to
flanked.
see.
I need to just get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's currently
yeah.
in the end of times.
Well, then I will move. I can only do that.
Now-
It's the only movement I have,
It's supposed to be you and another agent.
and I will
Yeah. it
flip
can't-
that.
I can't do
You
it with
can't do it
others.
by moving others.
Just
Yeah.
I'll go over
that.
here. I will add
Flanked.
one
Do it.
cube into the previous
Wait.
era. Oh, we
Do
just
this.
do that. Okay, yeah.
Immediately. Yeah.
Immediately
You are
and we can only do it
flanked.
once per turn. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
God, we're so close to winning already.
Yeah.
This game's so easy.
Okay.
Done.
And then I will add energy to the previous era I was in.
Nice.
Or not that I was in, but just the previous
Yeah.
era. And I'll tap
Yes,
that.
tap
or
your card. Not
exhaust
tap
that.
is a copyrighted term
I don't
for
think,
Wizards
I don't think
of
it
the-
matters anymore.
No,
but
I know.
Exact.
I think you're right.
Exhaust.
But there was a time when you certainly couldn't
Right.
use that
Go
word.
magic,
It is
right?
exhausted.
And then I
you can
will
exhaust
add
that
one-
card.
Exhaust it.
I will add one to the next era.
Nice.
And then I will push the one duplicate that is in my era. I guess I'll go this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's
Get 'em going.
getting that way. Everything's kind of... Oh, wait. This is pretty great, though. Okay. I've got a lot of pink ones to go over there.
Yeah.
And that is
Can
that.
you already loop?
Let me see.
Dude, what are your symbols?
It's more
just
energy. It's a
dropping
lot of
energy.
energy. Here's the deal. Yeah, I needed to be this way to push it into the previous era.
and to
Or the-
get a and to get a card. You're not
Yeah.
going to get a
Yeah.
card,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That's fine. Okay, that's that.
Okay. He's got
Alright.
his cube.
He's got his
He's
cube.
He
gonna-
can't claim a card,
Can't claim a card.
and he can't
And he
finish a
just
mission.
Refreshes your batteries.
Yep.
Yeah,
Refresh.
Prowler's
Flip your guy. Flip the
Charge your
power.
batteries.
Charge your batteries.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Deborah's turn. Dr. Fu moves to industrialization.
And the end of times gets
End of times gets a man. A card
So
appears at end of times.
3 at industrial.
Virus sample.
You want to drop them in, Nikki P?
Okay.
Oof.
2 in there.
Okay.
And the one here.
Oosh, okay.
Getting tight.
Oh boy. All right. All right. Any one agent removes 1 from their era. On another agent's era, I can remove 1 or add energy, and I can place 1 token in my era into another agent's. So
If you move me, we've already flanked him again.
Okay.
Nice.
So even though that's a good spot for me to be in, I think that's worth.
So
Or
come
Lincoln.
over here.
Or
No,
you
no,
can
yeah,
Lincoln.
yes, that I'll get to that move. I'm trying to
Okay.
get.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
just
if
keeping
I
in
move
mind.
because I can also.
'Cause you have to be
Yeah.
one of the flankers.
Yes, I have to be one of the flankers. All right, well, we'll do that first. So I will move you.
Great.
We immediately add 1 to that thing. It's a good start, which means I've done that.
Wow.
Surround Dr. Fu.
We're gonna
I know.
fast.
Fantastic.
I'm telling you. We can't lose.
Okay. Okay. Any one agent removes 1 from their era. And I'm any one agent, so I think I'm just going to remove 1 from here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Just to do that. Then on another agent's era, either remove or add 1. And I can place 1 from my era onto another agent's era. So I do think I want to move this, unless, ooh, no, even better. If I move 1, because I still haven't done that yet, then I can move this guy to you and get rid of him. On another
Using
agency.
your.
Using my double
Yes.
battle monocle.
Oh, it's a battle
It's
monocle.
my double monocles, which
Okay.
are
I didn't
even
even
better
mention
than
any of mine.
single
I was
monocles.
a knucklehead.
All right, on another agent's
It's
era,
so hard
either
to do.
remove
It's
1.
it's
They're
such a
great,
good
though.
idea.
About
But there's,
brawler's gloves, bags of tricks, and digital watch.
I'm going to remove this guy on
All right.
Nikki's era. And that is all of those. Now, is an energy. Would any of this be helpful?
would looping be beneficial?
I mean, I can't do any of that. I could just... No, I can't do any of it. So, that's me.
So no loops.
No loops
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
And unfortunately, no
No
card
cards.
to claim where you are. Yeah.
But I'm all refreshed.
And we've done well so far on our
Yes.
missions for the turns. All right, my turn. Dr. Fu teleports to the Renaissance. That's actually
Boom.
great because we can surround him again.
Let's flank them.
1 duplicate, 1 card at medieval times,
And
where
Four?
where Mr. Time is hanging out.
Yeah.
3.
And yes, 3 because it's 2
That's a
plus a
great card,
duplicate.
too. Any number
3
of
red cubes.
duplicates, any number of duplicates, push that card's
Oh yeah,
powerful.
that's pretty good. This could
Yeah, it could be bad.
already destroy the agent.
already?
The 3 cards in the age of industrialization.
All right.
Hey,
That one bounced out.
Don't. Yeah.
Nice.
All
All right.
Good one.
Bounce.
No,
That's
no,
good.
she got the
That's
bounce
I got
one.
the bounce one.
These
Those
2
two
went
go
through.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that was actually
Okay.
pretty nice. Okay, so I want to go there. I can push.
They all
one.
need to be
I
clean,
can-
though, 'cause
I
they're-
know.
And dropping energy here. We have
Except
to get
dropping
there
energy.
to start dropping
I have
energy.
no energy dropping this turn. And I have multiple moves. Okay, wait. Where's he been? He's been here and here, so this is the most dangerous, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will move. I'll use my double joystick to move. It can move 1 or 2, but I'm just going to move 1. That places. He's surrounded again.
Yay!
And that's it.
Yay.
It doesn't come till the end of the
Yes.
turn.
I understand, but that's exciting.
It is exciting. 3 turns,
excited.
3 mission completions. That's great.
That is good.
I'll use my V gun to push that duplicate over to the Renaissance and destroy it.
Yay.
And I can use. Let's see. Actually, I'll rewind myself a tiny bit. I'm using my free move
Okay.
to do the move I just did,
Okay.
Okay.
and then I'll use my double joystick to go 2, since I can go over here and remove a cube from there.
Nice.
I
Excellent.
want to remove this one and not
Yes.
the ones he's already been at.
Agreed.
So I've used all my devices and my batteries.
Well, this isn't wonderful here because it could feed into there.
I know, but we know he's going
Yeah.
here
Right.
in the next 4 turns, and he's already been to that one at least. I have no card to activate here, unfortunately, and a time loop. I could clear this one, but it's not. Should I clear this one? While I have my precision extractor?
What about the double
Because she could get that as
joystick
well.
can move
It
again?
would just be moving
That's just a
again.
move. That's all it does. If I'm not on a vortex, it doesn't do anything extra.
Okay.
I feel like maybe? Like I basically would be
why
trading
not?
this energy
Yeah.
cube to get
Why
rid
not?
of this.
I'll just do it.
Just
It
because
seems like energy gets
I think
dropped
so
a lot.
too.
Yeah.
I think so too. So yeah, I will loop Unfortunately, only one card, but to close another rift there.
It feels good to stay ahead a little, if possible.
I agree.
If at all possible.
We don't want it. Oh wait, actually, you're right. I loop 2 cards.
Yes.
So I can move again.
If you want to just go somewhere.
Which I probably should since this is empty. So I'll use my double joystick.
This is a
Might as
little
well. I
interesting,
might as well be there just
Yeah.
to.
We can't get there.
I can get here or get there,
Yeah.
and she can move me on her turn if she needs to.
Oh, well, I mean, if you went there, I could move you.
Weren't you just here? Oh, that's 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can move anyone. I could also move.
Actually, I will move here because it gives me a choice of 3 cards.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. Oh, yeah.
And I'll take the
of course.
stripey one unless
Of course.
the black hole one is super great since I have
Add
2
energy
stripes.
to add energy onto one era of your choice until there's as many
as there are duplicates.
Well, that's nice
I
for
know.
that kind of, but
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, and then either discard or
Or
destroy
destroy.
1 card from your hand. Destroy 1 duplicate on that card's
Oh, that's
original
good.
era.
That's great because then I can also use the card again.
Okay, yeah. You
Yeah,
can
that
reuse the
chain-
black
daisy
card.
chain.
And that
for you
goes
nicely.
here on top of the deck. Yeah, exactly. It
Yeah.
works into my ability. I recharge my batteries. I draw my 3 cards.
This is good too because actually with my movement stuff, it's really you because
Who's
you're
gonna
going
be most,
after me.
most
So it
likely to
makes
use it,
sense
yes.
for you.
Although
and I
the
to
unfortunate
collaborate
thing
on
is
that.
I have a lot of movement
I know,
abilities
so it's
already.
not-
So
we
it's
should've
not.
sat differently.
I know, right? Yeah, we should have been more strategic about that.
But I see.
At phase 4 of my turn, correct, we have completed a mission.
Hooray.
This is done. Not only does it go here for us to be 1/4 of the way to our victory condition, we all now get an immediate card. We
Nice.
draw 5 cards and we assign all of them except for 1, which will go here.
Okay.
So we have Stone Circles of Stonehenge. Oh, 3 by 5.
Goodness.
Wow.
This one is apply the ability of any card in another agent's hand, then that agent either discards or destroys it.
Okay.
Mirror of Amaterasu, draw a card, remove a rift from that card's original
Okay.
era,
That's
also
nice
quite good.
also.
Genie of the Lamp draws a card, pushes a duplicate that is on that card's original era.
Okay.
Research Dog, these are all neat. Draws 3 cards,
Nice.
discards 2 of them. When you
Keep
draw a card, by the way, when a card tells you to draw,
Goes
what
into
you
your
draw
hand, not
goes
into
into,
the-
your hand
Nice.
in front of you, available for immediate use on your turn.
Okay.
And the Plasma Ball, any one agent pushes a duplicate on their era. If that destroys it, add an energy in place of the duplicate.
I would really like that just because of the symbol.
Okay, well
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
what. Here's the most important thing I think. What can you use on your turn most heavily right,
Right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's where player order almost
I think
makes
so.
sense,
Yep.
even if.
Even.
Yes.
I also you like this one, Lincoln, the stripe.
And Nikki has 2 stripes as well.
I have 3 stripes now, so I also like that one. But
I could do the vortex.
I also think
Yeah, you guys
like
both. I have a
these
single
are the
vortex.
strongest cards. Is my feeling. But whatever looks good to you. What do you have for your turn? Remove a rift, swap an agent,
She's got super
add an
underwear.
energy. Of course she does.
Ay.
Well, I mean, these both draw an extra card.
removing
3 of
is
them draw a
always
card
good.
into your hand.
Yeah, which is pretty great.
Removing is good.
Yes.
This one is basically use any card on the board.
Yeah, anybody's
that's
card.
great.
As
I
long
know.
as,
It's a little
as
tricky to
long
track,
as it's
though.
not
I know. You
hard
gotta
to
know
play.
every single thing. But
Yeah.
but you could also just go, who's got a card that I need to use right,
Right.
now?
Well, that's actually-
Except, you know,
Except a black hole. That's
black
true.
hole.
Yeah.
So you know what? You're right. She's right.
Yeah.
Removing rifts is
It's
great.
really
So
important.
she's going to destroy one on her turn.
Good.
Okay.
A bonus
so
one.
I
So that
put
goes,
it-
nope, it's in your hand, ready to
Okay.
go.
All right.
Nice.
Lincoln, you want the ball?
I
or
think
do you
so.
want-
I mean, just because it would be nice to develop some sort of synergy, and I've
I
not
agree.
taken a card yet.
Since you
at
know
all.
it'll be in your hand for your
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
I think because I'm.
Wait, I'm sorry. Sorry, I misspoke. When you draw a card per the card text, it
Okay.
goes in your hand.
Okay.
These cards we're taking right now do go on top
Okay.
of our
Alright.
deck.
Right.
They are added to your deck.
Okie
Yeah.
doke.
And I
Deborah?
think the dog is good because I go before you. With the one that I discard, or the
Great.
2 are yours.
And then I'm going to
That's
take
true.
Stonehenge just because it's seems very strong and lets me use a card that's out there anywhere.
Just make sure it's taller than 9 inches.
Is it 9 inches or 12? I think it's 12. Is it 9 or 12?
I can't remember.
All right. Yeah, that also means we're discarding Genie of the Lamp, and it's
right.
currently there.
It might be usable for.
But I can still use it if it
Yes.
happens to be there on our turn.
Right.
I think that's my favorite ability so far, is that cards that are destroyed are not necessarily
Yeah.
bad. They can be used. Okay,
Does this card stay even though we...
it sure does. The era still exists. Bad things can still happen there.
And he's facing one that's already exposed. So, which
So we
one?
expose the next
The
one
next
after that.
one in time. Okay.
And our new mission is
Dun, 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 dun.
Quantum Sealant. All right, so if there are no rifts and no duplicates on your era, meaning it's your turn in the place that you're in,
Okay.
like if you get rid of this duplicate and nothing else
Yeah.
happens on this turn, then you can mark
Okay.
that era on this mission.
Okay.
Once per turn only. You can't do it in multiple spaces per turn. But once we've done that for 3 of the 7
okay.
eras on the board,
That looked
we'll
intimidating.
complete. I know all 7 would be like really rough.
Still
Three of
pretty
them,
intimidating
okay.
to have no rifts and no duplicates is a
mean-
tough call. Yeah.
I feel like right now we have a rather clean board, so it's doable.
Doable.
Knock on wood.
Right.
There's-
Nothing can
But
jinx
there's really
us.
only 2 that qualify
Right.
so far. So yeah, it's interesting. Okay.
Okay, so we got the mission.
It was end of your turn?
That was the end of my
Yes.
turn.
All right.
Yep. All right, and it's Nikki's turn. Dr. Fu goes to the Age of Globalization. That's kind of a bad one.
Oh, and we're adding one to the...
Wow.
This is horrible.
And we're adding
Yeah.
a card to here.
So that's
So it's 3.
5?
Oh, it's 5. Oh,
five?
Oh
wow.
my gosh. Okay.
5. Oh.
Because there's
Wow.
3 in the one that he just went
Ooh,
to.
this is
I think we're
terrible.
cursed already.
2 plus 1 for
game
each.
ends.
1 for
No.
each, correct.
Oh,
Well, that's definitely it's
That's
hey, it's
done.
perfect
Hey, we
for
killed.
Did we kill one? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so-
all right.
Right now.
the one we just
Oh,
got.
and hey, we didn't like that mission anyway.
Anyways.
There you go.
All right.
That's out.
So it destroys the rifts. Unfortunately, there's no duplicates. It would wipe the duplicates from that era.
Do you prefer one of these on top?
Oh, good question.
So we reveal this one now.
We will, yes.
Oh wait, it is where he's at anyway.
Yeah.
It's either way. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And, okay, yeah, I like that one on top. Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Wow.
And remember that will, if new cards appear there, they will be destroyed.
Right.
New
That
cards
one
cannot be
looks worse.
placed there, like the card we're placing.
So this is
right
just
now.
removing the one
So
Or do
just
it-
from
patch
each
up
era,
space time.
removing rifts.
Remove a rift from an era.
Wow, that one should be
but
too
7
hard.
different
we
eras.
have to do all them all.
Yeah, I know,
Right,
I
right,
understand.
You have to get them all.
Okay.
Harder than this one.
Yes.
Which also
Sort
means you
of.
have to. They all have to get one.
Right. Sometimes you might just be like waiting out the clock. Please put a rift on
Please.
this empty space.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
That
was his
that was
card.
the start of Lincoln's turn.
No,
Mine,
Nikki's
Nikki's
turn.
turn.
Yeah.
That was a card, duplicate card,
I did the
and
duplicate.
5 rifts.
Yes. Now Nikki's turn. Right. Okay.
Yes.
No new card.
It was this one.
Okay. Wow. I need to think about my turn now.
I know.
It's changed quite a bit.
And that was a very emotional roller coaster.
Eventful Dr. Fu turn.
Just the whole world at stake, Nikki.
That's
No
all.
pressure.
Yeah.
So I think I will move here. And then I will use my wireless zapper to swap my agent with one adjacent Dr. Fu. So which one is getting him? That's all the wrong direction, isn't it?
That
I
one's,
could
yeah,
go
that
over
one's the wrong
here.
direction.
I can go over there, and
then the green
I
one will
swap the green,
go away, yeah.
and it
Okay.
goes away.
Nice.
And
Great.
you go to where he was.
And I go to where
Very
he
nice.
was.
Yes.
Nice.
And that-
Exhaust that card, yes.
Is done. Then I can remove.
Did you use your
Is this
personal
hairs?
movement already too?
Yeah,
his
that was my
Flip it over.
that was my move.
Yeah.
Then that was the card.
What
And now
what
I'm
device was that?
That device was my wireless zapper.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think she did say
I think
that.
she
at
did
the
say
beginning.
He's just not
She was
paying
good.
attention. You know, whatever.
I failed time school, okay?
And then I will remove one rift from my era that I'm in. So one of those
Nice.
bad things
Wait,
goes
put it
That
right
goes
on the-
right here
right
on the
here.
Yeah,
board.
it goes
Yeah.
on
Oh, sweet. Yes.
globalization.
Globalization.
Then, can I do this? I can add a power to that era, and then I have to move one era. So then I'll move
You're going to do one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have to move.
You
Which
may as
side
well
is
go.
good?
He's already gone to green, and he hasn't gone here. So I guess here is better.
Yeah, there's no cards for me to get to
Oh.
either. So
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah.
well, I wanted to end up here so I could add the power here,
Yeah,
but it didn't.
but not enough
Hopefully
movement.
It
you'd be
didn't
able to
work
do
out.
stuff like
okay,
that, yeah.
that's my turn.
Okay.
Okay, so you have no card to pick up. We haven't finished any missions, but we did all right. All right, so nothing there. Lincoln's turn starts. He goes to the dawn of time.
Global issues.
Is gonna.
It's going to be 3.
Oh, so 3. Card. Age of Robots. Hoverboard on wheels.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got one of those on my boat that drives on land.
Oof.
2
Ooh,
and
ooh,
1.
filled up end of times.
Not
But at
end.
least he's already been there.
Yeah.
And
So
the blue one
only
we just
only
did.
robots
Yeah,
can
Yeah,
overflow
which
to
is-
overflow
that.
that.
Still,
So
we do want
we
to
wanna
we
clear
want
a
to hit
little,
that
yeah.
one. Yes. This is and Lincoln can block a rift.
Oh, yeah. Boom. Right
So
off the
this-
bat. Yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
Sweet.
It is my turn. So let's
Yes.
Does
do
that count as removing?
No. Mission cubes can only be placed while you take actions, not during
I got
Dr.
a
Fu
lot
phases.
of rift
Great,
work on
good.
this turn.
Go for it.
Okay.
Don't forget if you do them in 2 different spaces or
Oh,
more.
He's planning.
Yeah, that's the goal. So
Although doing theirs is
the
nice
first
too.
one is remove one from one of the 2 next eras. So this one, we'll just do the
Great.
n times 1
And
right
put
now.
it there. Hmm.
Then,
With what device?
oh, I'm sorry, the quantum wrench.
Good use of your quantum wrench.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'll move here. Not waste that energy for potential Nikki use. And I will remove another one from this era, which we've already done. And then I will. Oh, darn it! It's really not great. Move one era and then remove one from your era. It's not going to happen
Well,
there
you
either.
could move there and time loop to get here.
That's true. Except I can't.
Oh.
That is a black hole.
Oh.
But I can do
Oh, no,
that.
no, but you could do it from
Yes,
these, is what I
yes.
mean, yeah. Well, those are next 2 eras, yeah, unfortunately. Because next means you have to go this way, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you can't get to it.
Well, I can. I could go move to here.
Mm-hmm.
I won't remove, then time loop, and then use that energy to move here and remove that one. That's probably what I should do.
But how would you move?
Use this energy.
Oh
you
yeah,
can use an energy just
you can
to
use
move.
energy to
Oh,
move.
okay.
Yeah, we
Right,
haven't
right,
done
right.
it very
I forgot
often.
that.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'll just move, which only does, just gets, I can't remove any rifts. Then I will time,
Just
oh
do
no,
it.
it's got a time loop.
You're doing-
I'm using
yeah.
it. I'm using it. So
You can't
that's,
use it for both.
well, then just not worry about it. I can, well, I can time loop now, right? There's a bunch
Yeah.
of energy there. So I could time rift.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I could do both of the cards and just remove. Wish we could get to this one though. That's the problem.
Well,
Oh, no, it says
can't
move.
you time loop to get this back, then move using that,
Right,
then use this to move again?
right. I think that works. Okay, so
So time loop to get bandage,
right.
move using your using your
Yep, the one that I
coat,
didn't use, the Prowler's coat. So yep,
and then use the power there to move to
Right.
move to Renaissance,
and then remove that.
and then remove that,
Yep, there we
which
go.
puts it on here.
Take
Yep.
the power from that too.
Sweet,
That is the pink one.
and you use
Yep,
that.
use
Yeah.
that
Okay,
power.
cool.
Okay,
Oh,
there we
good.
go. Done.
Whew.
Ta-da!
Well, at least we're
Complex
getting
little-
there.
So we got the rift off of that one, yes? Did
Yes.
you pick it up? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And then that's that. And then that's
Yeah.
my first card.
Perfect.
Plasma ball. Finally, some duplicate work on that card. If I get to it.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have a card? You can pick up a card,
You can.
Oh yeah.
and it'll go on top of your
yeah,
deck,
it's
so
invisible there.
it's immediately in your hand. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, that's nice. Draw one card and then move wherever you want.
Oh, nice.
Really nice. All right, Mr. Dr. Fu.
Oh yeah, Dr. Fu.
Yeah, Dr. Fu. And I didn't get to say it. I was going to say, Dr. Fu, I've come to bargain. That's what I should have when I did the time loop.
I also enjoy that we are the Dr. Fu fighters.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, so we know he's only got 2 places he can go. Age of Robots and what? Medieval Times?
Medieval times.
So he's going to Robots next turn, we
Yes.
know. He's going to Medieval Times now.
I already
big-
put the one guy out.
Turkey
so just
leg.
2.
It's good though. We might get blue out, which we
Did
need.
you put the one guy out?
I did.
Okay.
I put the one
We
guy
need
out.
we
He's
need
here.
cubes in these 2
So yes,
areas.
just 2.
Yeah.
Go ahead and drop Nikki right into those areas.
This
for us.
goes here.
Yes.
Yay! Perfect.
You're welcome.
All right.
Well done.
And we know that he goes here next turn.
Okay.
And we need a cube there too.
Unfortunately, I have 0 cube removing abilities right now.
Yes, there's some luck to that.
Yes, there are.
Unfortunately.
However, I have energy dropping stuff, which is good for this one.
Yes.
So,
I also have energy dropping stuff.
yes,
If you can move me here, that would help.
I absolutely
If
can.
you don't have any other plans for your move.
I
this
don't.
turn.
Well, this is good. I think. Let's start by moving you there.
Thanks.
I can add an energy.
It's away from the vortex though.
You know what? Like,
get back
I have no vortex abilities
Yeah.
this turn.
Oh.
I'm on the vortex, and like it doesn't help this
I
time.
can
at
add
all.
an energy to another agent's place, which
Nice.
means this happens.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say per turn. It
It
just
doesn't.
says 6
It's-
times.
yep,
so
it
if
just
I
says 6
wanted,
times.
I mean, I can't do this one again, but I can. Okay. Pull an adjacent duplicate from into my era. So I could pull either one of those
We need to get
towards
these
me.
outta here.
I know. We'll see if I can place any one agent onto another agent's era and add one onto their era if it has none.
This looks like kind of like a lava lamp here, the plasma ball.
So
I know it's probably plasma energy, but
I know.
Well, wait. How did you then? Do you want to do that before this? How did you just add this one?
with my temporal
Mohawk.
dynamic.
Well, if you
thing.
do the other thing first, you
Place an
can
agent.
add
Okay.
2 energies.
So I won't use this to move you. I'm just going to do that because I can move you. Place any one
Oh,
agent
right.
onto another agent's era.
Right.
So I can do all of this with one move.
Right. Then
that's
that
still
does that.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
Boom.
Now you can do
Now
the
I
other
can do them.
add
Okay, so
with your
now
other
add
thing,
one to another agent's era,
which is still that.
which is
now
still
I'm there.
that. Because I can choose a different agent.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it
Nice.
as many times as I want. Pull, and then this is the pulling. But I could also move before I do that,
Yes,
in case I
because you
do
can
it.
pull duplicates, right? Yeah.
Yes, and I can also still move
Someone
somebody
else.
else because I haven't done that yet. Like, Nikki, would you rather be here at the start of your turn, or here, or
she has no
No.
no? Okay. There's nothing.
duplicate control there.
Let's see. I mean, I kind of want to move here and pull this off, just so that it starts going. Oh, I guess I
Yeah,
could do
do
this
that
one
one.
and destroy it.
Can
Yep.
destroy
All right,
it.
so
yeah.
I'm moving one, and I'm using this to pull this
Nice.
over and kill it.
Okay.
There's no green on that, right?
No.
Okay, so that's just the end of that. However, I can still move another agent if we so choose. How about you, Lincoln? Do you want to go somewhere? Just, I can only move you one era.
Put. Okay, Nikki doesn't
So
want to be. If you
just
well,
there.
Nikki's going to end up somewhere on her turn. Hopefully, if you can end up, if
I
people
could
can
move
end
you
up here,
here
I
to
can
start
do the plasma.
removing things
Yes.
there.
Yeah, and I can do that with
All
my
right, why don't I
corner
move you there?
entrance
Just, I mean,
again. Well,
no.
it's from the 2 next eras on that
Oh.
one, so it's my big.
Well, at least if you went there, you could remove this one
Yep,
if
that's
it's still
correct.
there.
Yep.
So maybe I'll move you there, which exhausts
Although
that.
we don't need to do that one, but it
Yeah.
does get rid of it.
Actually,
It's helpful.
No.
I'm going there
Okay.
because of the way my cards are positioned. So,
Okay.
does it help you to go the other way?
To be closer to this deal.
What I really want to do, I need another agent to push one of the duplicates and destroy it, if at all possible, right? I mean, that is what the plasma ball
You need
does.
another agent to be on a duplicate.
Yes.
Oh.
That will destroy it. This
Oh,
one
that
would get
will
destroyed
destroy
that
it.
direction.
Right. So, like, Nikki being
It's
there
still
would be helpful,
multiple turns
but
away,
it's
so
still
I
so
just
far
had
away.
my turn.
Right,
so-
it is.
All right,
Yeah.
well then I don't need to move everybody.
No.
If
Okay,
people like
yeah.
where they are, then
Well,
that's the end
doesn't
of
do-
that.
yeah, doesn't
and
do much.
I can get a card. Yay! All right. Oh, and these are good.
Oh, nice.
Where? Oh yeah.
Remove 2 from your
Yeah.
era.
That spark
Oh, wow.
shield's pretty cool.
Wow.
Up
I
to
mean,
2
it's
agents.
a simple card, but it's cool.
Well, simple is my.
And you have stars, so both of those are great.
Yeah. Okay. Up to 2 agents can either discard or destroy 1 card from their hand to move to that card's original era and add energy there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with simple and easy. There we go. Cool. All right. That's me.
Easy breezy.
Refreshing. I've got
Beautiful.
2 things out and I'm shuffling.
Okay, you got your card. No missions are done. Final card of
Yeah.
machine phase 1.
Scary.
We know he's going to the robot age.
This is in
And that's in oh, that actually helps me. I mean, at
Okay,
least I can
good.
take care of it.
Yeah.
We get a new card here at end of times. The Time NATO.
Wow. Bunch
Dun,
over
dun,
there.
dun.
Yeah.
And we do 2.
We do 2. Luckily, we didn't
good,
get any
yeah.
new ones. Nice.
All
That's
right.
just fine. All right.
We needed a purple cube, so that's good.
I
If you can remove it, Nikki,
drop
it goes
some
right
energy.
into
I
here.
can do that. All right. I have nothing that removes any rifts.
Boo.
So I'm gonna be working on the big quantum bomb.
That's good.
He's only 9.
Yeah, right? I know. Okay, first, I did say I had 3D glasses. They're actually 5D glasses. I'm going to put those babies on. I can add an energy.
Woo!
Oh, no, wait, sorry.
Oh no.
No.
Wrong order. I'm going to use my Bermuda triangular treads, which my robot runs on.
Oh, okay.
I add 1 energy onto my era.
Nice.
That cubes that mission.
50%.
Then I destroy a card from the huge deck.
That deck's huge.
And I can move to that era, which I'm already
Oh!
at. That's okay. I didn't really want to move anyway. That's fine. It's even better, actually. Now I move to medieval times.
Medieval times.
Then I put on my 5D glasses, add an energy to the next era.
Nice.
I could also add it to the vortex, but clearly there's a reason for adding it here. Then I can use my special V-Girl robot power and trigger the card here on the discard pile, which is add an energy to each of the next 2 eras.
Nice.
Yes.
I know.
Nice.
I didn't even know.
Amazing.
That actually turned out to be a really lucky draw.
It
That's
was.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, when we're
Yep,
there,
yep.
right? Amazing.
Wow, look at all that energy.
I know.
I think I'm gonna look, I also have
Just
2 the same. I'm just gonna
spin,
yep.
spin. Yeah.
If I could grab one, if I could get 1 energy, I could loop and just finish that one off. Apply its ability. That's done. And then I can discard or destroy a card from my hand. The benefit being I can destroy a duplicate on that era.
I see Doom here for this, and we're not quite
interesting.
And we have to get all 7 of those though.
there. I know,
And-
but I think
but-
we're getting there. We're actually, because in this turn Nikki can probably remove
I can
one,
do
and
one,
I can
and
one.
Nikki, I think we can get.
We can
to it.
almost do it. We
I
just
can
use the 3
destroy.
duplicates.
I don't have anything
And
to
he's
deal
gonna flip
with.
through.
I'm
so
gonna destroy-
Well, I
I'm
do
gonna-
sort of.
Although I was just bragging about them, I'm going to
Okay.
destroy my 5D glasses.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
But it lets me destroy this minion, this duplicate.
Okay.
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 It also, gets the better cards in my deck going a little quicker. That's the idea.
All right.
And I don't have any energy or time loop. I will take this Hammer of Thor, goes on top of my deck, which I draw these next 3 cards.
Cool.
So close to finishing that mission. This now reshuffles Dr. Fu's deck of evil.
Hey, it's
His
scary.
nefarious machine moves up in power. There's a little slider increasing it now.
Yikes.
And now for Nikki's turn in the next 7 turns, he's going to place 2 duplicates each turn.
Got him.
I claimed my card. Okay, yeah.
This is going to be awful.
It is.
That's gonna be
that's
awful.
danger there. Yeah.
But I feel like we're doing all right. All right, yeah, it's Nikki's turn.
Yeah.
We start with globalization.
Boo.
Boo.
5 rifts.
There we go. It's happening.
Well, at least we didn't add new guys.
I know, but that stinks.
knew.
Maybe
I
they'll
knew it was
all
gonna
go
come
out.
to the sides.
Maybe, yeah.
It's
Come on,
possible.
Lincoln, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Drop it goodly. 'Cause
we can,
Yeah.
and we can take 2.
It's so easy to
drop
do.
it really good.
Do you want to try?
I'm not here to do it. I'm not making that.
Hey!
Wow.
Wow, but now both of these are
Amazing.
full.
Amazing.
Full,
but
full.
we have one here,
Yes,
which
which
we
we
needed
need.
for that. So let's
Wow.
see what we can do.
And yeah,
That was a pretty good try.
It was a really
Couldn't
good
have been
draw.
much better than that.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, weird.
Funny.
If you can end here, though, Nikki, I can push at least the purple one.
Well, let me just do
Oh,
the
that's true.
first one here, which is Mirror of, oh boy, Amaterasu.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Amaterasu?
I have to put
Oh,
a
yeah.
card out. I
Okay.
keep forgetting this one, or almost forgetting this one. Oh, and it goes in globalization. That's actually good if she wants to
Okay.
end
Yeah.
there. She gets a card.
Unstable color.
Nice.
These are very funny.
They're really cleverly named. All right, what are you starting with?
The Mirror of
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
So we draw a card.
We draw a card. You do.
Dun dun dun.
Remove one rift from that card's original era,
Yes.
which is robots. Hey, it's right where you are. That's great.
Does that come over here?
It's part of her action, so absolutely.
Sweet.
And that's in your hand,
Oh,
ready
it
to go.
is.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
what-
it was just
that's the
for
draw.
this.
No,
you
Okay. That got used.
Yes, but this is now in
Now
your
I
hand,
have
which
the
is
laser
two
vacuum.
agents.
Ooh, cool.
2 agents can each remove one rift from their era.
Nice.
Let's
Wow.
do
Well-
it right now.
That one, yours.
And me maybe.
Yes.
Which
that
gets us to
does
Yes.
6.
Yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do it.
Boom.
We need to do that.
Wow,
before
that's
that gets,
great.
This
That
is
was
amazing.
Pretty cool.
So we need to do which one?
Green, this
Just
one.
this
Okay.
one.
I can
Oh my
do
god.
that
Someone's
probably.
gonna get
But she
there.
can teleport there. She actually,
I haven't moved yet.
and
Right.
she can time loop and do that thing again.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Oh, it's so
Oh.
good.
I haven't
Yes, so
moved
great.
yet.
I love a nice turn.
Yeah.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I was thinking that, but
turn
we didn't
comes
plan that
together.
at all. It was kind of random card effects, but yes. All right, Nikki.
Do I move for? Okay.
Well, if you haven't moved, then flip
haven't
your
moved
batteries.
yet.
should have
I'm
Charge
sorry.
your batteries.
Sorry.
Don't use your
Charge your underwear.
Let's use my auto disguise, just because.
Sure.
Add a power into Dr. Fu's era. So that might help people do more things.
Sure.
And then add one
Onto an-
power onto an
Don't do that one.
adjacent
Oh,
area. I'm thinking
do your
I
move.
should
Move to green, and then you can do
Yes.
both. We
Yeah.
can actually complete both this turn.
Because
Then
if
we
this
move.
gets killed, at that point we're gonna be sad.
Right.
So I'm doing my move, which is I can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Then I will add a power to
Heck
an
yeah.
adjacent area.
Heck yeah.
Boom.
Which
Boom.
gets this guy.
Yep,
Nope,
we don't take it
don't
yet.
Don't take it right. That's
Yeah,
right. That's
carry
right.
away.
We're only going to get one this turn,
I know.
unfortunately. So
Okay.
but
Oh,
it'll be
that's so
fine.
funny.
It should be fine.
Do you want to do laser vacuum?
Which one adds?
To loop.
Which
is
one
what I'm
adds
talking
to
about.
where you are, or which one takes a
You
rift
want to
away
take a
from where
rift
you
off
are?
of where
Remember,
you are.
if you do that one, you get to do the other card as well, because they're both the
Right.
star.
Okay, so that's just adding another power to an adjacent
not
area.
that great.
The laser vacuum is two agents can
That's
remove
the one that guarantees it.
one.
Yeah.
So it's her and someone else can remove a rift.
So we would loop this with
Yes.
this, and these two or that one would go.
So we're
Yes.
looping these two.
You're looping those two.
Alright.
Yep, absolutely.
So, 2 agents.
You and someone else.
you.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah, that's great.
Okay.
And so let's see. He
Remove
obviously
a
hasn't been
rift.
anywhere. Lincoln's turn is next, so I guess do you
Sure.
mind just because
Sure.
it's further
Yeah.
to he's closer to dealing with that one
Totally.
maybe.
Okay, and then,
And
I
then-
can add to an adjacent area
Might as
power,
well.
So
Might
wherever.
as well. Well, there's 6 there.
want it
6
here or
there, I guess
there?
put it
Put one
there.
there.
This is a lot of. I
Amazing.
wonder if I can use this a bunch.
right.
To
I
make that
mean,
even
you
work.
might as well.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Although it
when this
never goes
comes out.
away, so there's
Right.
Correct.
like don't waste it.
Oh, I know.
That is my turn.
That's
and then
incredible.
this got finished.
It's incredible.
So did this.
But we
And
should
want
do this one.
Yes, that's the
because
riskiest
it's,
one.
gonna
it's
get killed.
dangerous, right?
Yes.
This one can be
right.
destroyed. We
Oh,
finished
we
both.
finished both.
Yes.
Oh,
I
all
only
thanks
saw
to
the
you.
cube go there.
No, that's why. Yeah, that's why it's
Thanks
such
to
a
you.
great turn.
Okay, cool.
So is it?
First, she
again.
gets the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
but
just
she's
don't
not
want a
there.
double vortex.
She's here.
Refresh your batteries.
Yeah, I
oh,
don't
she's
get
not
that
there.
either.
Sorry.
I'm
Refresh your
nowhere.
batteries. Discard your hand.
Nowhere. Yes, sir.
She
Archive
shuffles.
of
And, does she
Survival.
shuffle and draw before that?
No, that's later.
Okay,
we
thank
do the
you.
sabotage
So
card first.
So she's gonna get this right on top of the deck.
Do I do this right now?
No, we'll do.
Da, 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 da,
That's in your draw pile?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're going to get a new card on top. Although we should really give the best one to Lincoln. We've got
Well,
self-aware AI. Add an energy or 2 if there were none anywhere. Matryoshka. Remove 2 rifts from your era. If there's another agent with you, also remove 1 from each of the 2 adjacent eras. Woo!
Wow.
Okay.
Cursed VHS tape. I think I've seen this movie. Remove one rift from your era, then move to the previous era and remove a rift from it.
Wow.
Hairpiece of Power. That's awesome. Add one energy onto each of the 2 previous eras. And Steam Locomotive. Remove one rift from your era, then move wherever you want.
Like it's a little teddy bear.
We should know what the available mission is because it could actually affect
Sure.
what we choose here. Since
Okay.
we've completed the mission, there needs to be 2 active missions. The new one is clog up Dr. Fu's machine. So removing rifts is key because we're going to want to remove rifts from whatever he's
Right.
pointing at over the next few turns. So, I mean, removing rifts was already really good,
Right.
but I think that focuses on the
Yes.
rifty cards instead of the
Definitely.
energy cards, especially because we have piles of energy on the
Yeah,
board.
Yes.
absolutely.
So, Lincoln, what would you like?
Well, I was thinking maybe the VHS cassette.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And you have stripy cards, right?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
stripy cards right now. I
That
don't know if
goes on
it'll
top of your-
benefit us.
goes on top of your
It
deck.
wouldn't be beneficial right now anyway, but yes.
Deborah?
Oh boy.
This one has a move attached to it, so that's probably not that good for you or me, really.
Then move.
This one, you know what?
Well, the only.
Since that one is,
Yes, remove 2 from your era if there's another agent, because then I could move
because you
agents.
can
You
move
have
agents to take
manipulation, yeah.
advantage
Great,
of that.
yeah.
Exactly.
Great.
Your turn is farthest
Spirals
away,
would
so
be-
you're gonna get
Yeah.
the, you're
Spirals
gonna
would
get the
be
crappy
bad for
one.
That's fine.
Although,
okay.
how many stars do you have? I think you have stars.
I have also a couple
I thought you might have gotten
stars.
I have one from my original deck.
I kind of need to take the star one.
I just have
So
Well,
she-
spiral's not bad for Nikki
Okay,
either.
good.
You know?
So this goes on my
I have
deck.
2 spirals already.
Yeah, you want to get like 3 of them in a turn, you know, to really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want. So choose one of those.
Okay. I
Is
think
this one of those that might be
wasn't
better
there-
on top of the pile for you?
Not particularly.
Okay.
They're both just energy.
The power lady this game, all right. Era.
This one is on the 2 previous, and this one is anywhere or 2 if it was empty.
Shouldn't I do
Yeah, I
anywhere?
think
Yeah,
that one's a little
anywhere.
better. Yeah.
Okay.
Still, very cool, very good. And we've got 2 of our missions. We
That's
only need
amazing.
4 to win.
So we need to get
And actually,
rid
we
of.
already have, that,
have
one.
that one.
As long as that
Yeah.
somehow doesn't get destroyed
Yeah.
this turn,
Okay, well we
You
need to
can-
rotate.
Even though it's finished, you can only
you can
do...
correct. The phase
okay,
itself is
1.
archive 1 mission, not as many missions as you can.
Okay.
So we just need that one to hold on for a turn,
should
which
be
it
fine.
should, which
Yeah,
it
we
should be
be
fine,
okay.
Unless-
especially because it's your turn and you block a rift.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Dr. Fu might have some other ideas about
Well,
that.
but that's why it's a good thing it's Lincoln's turn. Okay, so we did that. Well, we're not going to do. All right. Now you draw that card plus
Yeah.
1 more from your shuffled, and then whoops, I always want to draw that wrong deck. He goes to Renaissance. Look at that. Speak
Perfect.
of the devil. He's an intelligent time traveler.
At least we don't add anything
Who
new
likes
to
ours?
that.
So we add 3,
3.
but Lincoln can block. I'm going to do this. I haven't done this
Yeah,
yet.
Right,
absolutely.
yeah, go.
Watch, I'll screw this up. I'll go right
three.
into Renaissance.
Well, as long as I block
I know.
one.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
too.
okay.
Close.
You blocked one.
So-
Well, we'll get rid of one.
Get rid of
Yeah,
one.
might as
Yeah.
well get rid of one of those, right?
Now, is that part of my turn?
No, it's only when you're taking
Yeah.
actions
because
that,
he's
that
here.
this
You know,
happens.
what I mean,
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know.
part of right.
I know.
I will remove one here though for sure.
Yes, I completely agree. And we get
Well,
a card.
I say that, but I don't think I can
we get a
actually
card
do that.
here on globalization.
Although I can
Boot
move
of
and do
some
that.
The
sort.
brutal delocalizer. It's
okay.
It's definitely a boot up somewhere.
Boot to the head. Well, first thing, I'm in this zone. I should remove. Well, let me draw a card. I'll do Galileo's telescope. Okay, so it says draw 1 card. Is that from my deck or from the big
Yeah,
pile?
that's from your
Big
deck. That is my hopefully one mistake so far.
Okay.
I had you draw a card from the wrong pile.
Oh, okay.
We won't
Okay.
fix that, but
Well, I got
but
my cursed VHS tape.
draw is just
So
draw.
if I do
yours.
the
Try
if I
from
do
your
the
own.
big time looping here, I get 3 cards potentially happening again. Okay, so
Oh, that's
since
great. Yeah.
I can move wherever I want, but I'm probably not going to bother with it. So I will do. I guess it doesn't matter. I need to do it where he's. Well, that's one. I'll do that. Remove one from from your era. That goes here.
Because he's pointing there.
he's
Yes.
pointing there, yeah.
And then I move to the previous area and remove one from it. So there we go.
Nice.
Okay.
Exhaust the card.
Yep. I'm just looking at them all because I'm
Yeah,
planning
I
here.
know.
You know what's funny is the rules say first exhaust the card, And then you have to read the whole thing sideways.
Ah.
Like, I mean, they're technically they're right because
Right.
you've got to remember, but it's like, but I can't read sideways very well.
Definitely. I mean, if you do the wrench, because this doesn't have a limit on it either, so you could put a second one on there.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
That was what the plan was.
That's
so
awesome.
I'll remove one from the next two eras, which is this, so it goes right
Nice.
there.
Great.
Okay.
I know, that's pretty fantastic. If we make this one, it doesn't get fouled up, which it won't.
Yeah.
We only have one more, and maybe that can do it.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Okay,
You
so
got to
that's-
chase Dr.
that's-
Fu around, though,
that's
which is
exhausting.
interesting.
But he's always causing more risks,
Sure.
which means this
Which
is always
helpful.
doable.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to be able to destroy it, but that's fine. We will just push one of the duplicates. So let's move. Darn, I really wish we could push this one. It's really a drag. I will have either one of us will push this over here. And then, because that'll be going away before we have any more cubes coming out, so we're okay. And that's that.
Oh, boy.
Then, if I want to,
You could move and loop.
I can't loop though because there's no cubes, no energy cubes. So that's fine.
Right.
But boy, oh boy, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I know.
Yeah. Oh well.
And we're clearing that,
Yep.
archiving this
Yep.
event
Yeah.
here, or this challenge.
Yay.
Yay.
We've completed the big quantum bomb. You guys, just to recap, we've surrounded Dr. Fu, we've patched up space-time, and we've deployed the big quantum bomb.
B team my butt.
If we clog
Yeah,
up,
right.
if we clog up Dr. Fu's machine, or
Here we go.
loop,
Okay.
we've saved the world. This
right.
one is do a loop on an era, 6 different eras out of the 7,
Out of
though.
the 7, all right.
So that might be tough from where we are. I mean, we clearly have energy on several of them, but you have to get energy all out there and then do loops. It's almost like you could do pointless loops just to trigger this, but
I wonder, is the line through the equal sign like another language thing?
I'm thinking that this just means like you can't do the same one twice.
Okay.
So like you've
6
marked
different ones.
Yes, that's what it is.
It looks
6.
like not equal to 6,
It-
which is a
It
little,
does-
a little confusing
It's
for
not
me.
the best iconography, I agree.
Well,
this
this
is
is a
clear.
French design.
That's very
5
clear,
times
yeah.
and
Well, I
it's
was wondering
done.
maybe in
French.
France, like
Yeah.
some cultures always do the strike through the 7
Yeah.
or things like that.
Right.
Like I didn't know if maybe that was
Yeah,
something I didn't understand.
I might not have used
Yeah.
that. Just okay.
It's
Are
next to
you?
flip a card.
You're
I'm
not
done.
on a spot to draw a card.
it's me.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Well,
Yeah,
we have to do
Here we go.
we have to do the card
Yeah,
stuff.
do all the things.
Oh, we're on
on
2
2.
duplicates. Yeah, I have this. For the viewers at home, I should have moved this deck over. We have been correctly placing the 2
yes,
duplicates
we
per
have.
turn, but I did not move the deck position.
Okay,
Oof,
here.
this is bad.
Okay.
He's going here.
He's going here, but that's good. He's only
boy.
placing 2 rifts there.
Yeah, well, I mean, but we don't lose any.
No, I know, it's just,
progress there.
And we still haven't drawn a card that's been
That's true.
destroyed, although we haven't
Yeah.
been picking up cards every turn. 2 rifts from
Shogun's
Shin.
armor. Remove 1 rift from. Wow,
Okay.
that wasn't bad.
All right. Although we can only get 1 on his
Yeah.
spot this turn.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Yes, here we go. My turn. All right. So I have remove. I kind of want to. So he's here. So I'd have to get there in order to help with that. Okay. Well, let's do this first. I'm going to add energy here. And then I'm going to move myself 2 eras.
There's a lot of energy there.
A lot of energy there. I'm going to use an energy to go here.
Can you push a? No, you can't.
Well, I'm going to
Okay.
remove energy from Dr. Fu's spot.
Yep. I was just wondering if
So
you
that
could remove
goes
one of these
there.
before you left, but that's
Oh,
okay.
that's okay. And then I have draw 3 from here, right? And
Yeah.
discard 2 of them. So I'm picking which one I want. Well, I can move one of you first. So let's pick that one. Okay. So that was this one.
Discard the other 2.
Yeah, they're back there.
Oh, no, discard is like.
Oh, sorry, yes.
They're
my-
gone as if
my-
you had
my
used
thing
them.
there, yes,
yeah.
of course. But this one then got used. So this one, any one agent removes from their era, but first, I did move one. First, I'm going to move Lincoln here.
Nikki.
Or
Nikki.
Nikki, sorry, is that okay,
Okay.
Nikki? Move
Cool.
you there, and remove one from your area.
Nice.
So
All
we're
right.
just a little less crazy there.
That's a pretty crazy place.
I know.
a pretty
I don't
crazy
even want to be
place.
there.
I can still move another agent. If anyone would like. Oh no, I moved Nikki.
Yep.
You move
So
me.
I moved, but did I do that with any of these things? No, I moved her. I moved you using
With
that.
Okay.
Did you
that?
move
Okay.
yourself?
I
Is the
didn't.
question.
I didn't. I did. I moved 2. I was here, I moved 2 because I did that, and then I used a thing. So I have not moved myself yet. So the question would be, I could loop up these. Yes, let's do that. So I'm gonna time loop and take these back.
No, wait. So you've time looped from the green era.
I have, yes. Fabulous.
Probably won't matter, but yeah.
We'll do that. I'm gonna move myself, so that goes over. I can remove 2 from my area.
Nice.
Okay.
You could also time loop.
I could again, we'll see. And
Might as well. I mean, all that energy's out there.
agent removes 1 from their era, which no one can do, so that doesn't get me anything.
Right.
And time looping again doesn't do anything because I can't move again. So that's
Except it does just
time
do
looping.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just to time loop. Yeah, why not?
It's 2 energy
It's
though,
2
right? 'Cause
this
you've done
time.
it.
Okay, who cares? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Why
Just
not?
to,
We're
just to,
starting to
Yep.
Yeah,
work
yeah.
on
Yeah,
oops,
okay.
just
we
in
might
case.
as well make
Might as well.
progress on
Case,
both.
yeah.
Exactly.
What am I using those for?
Right.
Great, that's me.
All right.
Yeah.
And you can get a card finally.
Oh, I can buy a card.
Although
Cool.
you may not get another turn, but
We'll see.
Well,
Push
Aaron,
one
you
to the center
definitely can
area,
time loop
add
from
one,
here
remove
too.
one.
oh yeah. I mean, if I can do it, I'll time
This
loop
guy.
twice or 3 times from there. But it doesn't. Only if it
Do you have
gets
any
us in
cards
there.
that are vortex related?
Not this time, of course not.
Okay.
Do you have your double joystick?
oh.
No.
Yes.
Do your.
Draw up.
Here's the important question. Not black hole cards.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have a card that I should use this turn?
Well, you can push a duplicate in your era if you want to use
Okay.
the Brawler's Gloves.
Good to know.
Let's see. You can pull from an adjacent era into your
Okay.
era.
Push and pull.
Pushes and pulls. Here, push
Nikki's
one.
got a push.
Push
gotta
one
push.
that is on your era. Add an energy or remove a
Rift
riffy
from.
thing from wherever you push or pull in your area. So if you were here and you push or pulled these, you could then remove that guy. Which if Fu was,
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
You know.
Have
all
we
right.
turned Fu yet?
We have not. That's
Yeah.
going to be important to find out where he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to medieval times, which is where me and Lincoln
You
are.
are. Oh, and 2
oops.
of these on here.
And then just 2 rifts, because there's no one in medieval times. They
Oof.
both go over
Yeah.
there.
Let's go to the Renaissance. That's okay.
That's okay, because there's a lot of cubes there.
Yeah, you can work on that. Well,
I've got a lot of pushing things. Okay, so we can finish this. Who has a card that can remove?
Both. I have
Rifts.
2 who can
I mean,
remove
I have
rifts.
one that.
This one is by pushing.
This one is by pushing a duplicate from your era to another era and removing the rift at where
that
you
era.
pushed it.
Okay.
This one is removing a rift at another agent's era.
Mine is move 1 era, then remove 1 rift from your era.
What's the first part? Oh,
Move 1 era, then remove 1 rift.
that's a
from
black
That's
hole card.
great.
Yeah.
I can't
You
use
Oh
can't
yeah,
that.
that's right.
that.
Yeah.
It's the one I can't do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have any rift cards?
No.
Dang it.
Power and push.
Wow.
Well, but if you moved here and pushed something here,
Yeah.
but you want to push something.
I need to push them.
So I'm saying if
I know. I just don't push a guy.
Here, check it out.
Add remove on the era you sent it to.
So if you were here and you pushed this guy here, you could remove that rift.
That's not the right.
I know. I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's a.
right.
That's
I need to
what it is.
either. Well, yeah.
You need to remove rifts from medieval times, which you can't do.
Oh, you're right. So
there's
that
nothing-
there's no point to
yeah,
that.
there's no point to
I
that.
just need to do some
you
loops.
just need to go loop someplace.
Yeah. Okay, but I can do some. I'm going to use some card just
Yeah.
because I have that card. Okay, wait. You know what? I can only move 1 space, and
Well, this
can
is
do
good
that.
because we only have. Well, it'd be nice to get rid of some of these because we don't want a bunch of cubes coming in that could potentially fill up here if we had some bad push.
any era. Okay.
I was wondering how we were going to finish. I'm like, what's he talking about?
I forgot that it has to be at the one that he's pointing
Yeah.
at. I was like, I can remove
you
2 rifts.
intimidated the cubes from coming down this ramp.
Yeah. No,
had an opportunity.
We'll win soon. I love to say jinxy things like that, as we all know.
I know.
There's no way we can
course
lose
we
this
will.
game. But no, you're right. I forgot there was none on my spot, so that doesn't help. So I'm just looking to do some loops and keep the board safe. All right, so I can go there, and I can remove. All right, let's try. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my dimensional inverter. I destroy a card from the huge deck, And then in its original spot, I can remove a rift or push a guy. So let's, do we want to push the guy?
Push the guy's
Kill
gone.
this guy.
Kills that. Sends him back to his.
Yeah, let's do that.
Into the bag.
Does anyone have an ability? Does anyone have an ability that can move me anywhere?
Not on my cards.
I can only move one space, but that's okay. That one needs to go there. That needs to go there. I can do a multiple push, but it doesn't quite help.
It's still no black hole, right?
Yeah, no black
Okay.
hole, unfortunately.
Well, this one is. Remember, this one is push one duplicate that's in your area if you can get somewhere.
Nikki's got one of those as
Yeah,
well.
me too.
I mean, I can get somewhere, but it's just pushing a guy one space is not so great for me right now, unfortunately.
Pushing this to this space.
I
would be
can't
good.
get anywhere
Okay.
near there. That's way too
Yeah.
far in the
Double
future.
joystick is not there.
Well,
Nope,
I'm
I have
probably
none of my
gonna
moves.
do that on my
All
turn
right,
if we.
Yeah.
This guy needs to go to the.
Well, you're
inner
next, that's good.
space. This guy needs to go to pink.
Yeah, I mean,
This
just
guy
pushing
needs to go-
pink is a...
Where is he going to turn to?
Yeah, he's
got
gonna
what's
go.
left.
He's got
End of
robots,
times.
end of times. He got
And
these
blue. It's
three.
all three of
all
those.
three of these.
Well, at least two of those have rifts, so we
Well,
have a
but
shot.
also we're working on it, so we don't want this to get killed.
For sure.
All right, so I'm going to use my free move to go here.
Other than now, is coming here and doing a loop? There's a bunch of cubes, and it's one that will be
Yeah.
beneficial there. I'm just pointing that out.
I have a way to do a loop here.
Okay, that's good.
Anybody can do a one or two here
I
if
mean, I
it's
can do
useful.
that there, yeah.
I was kind of planning on that, but
No worries.
But if you can do a loop here, that adds as well. So.
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to use the hammer to push anyone from my era, so I'll push both of these guys. Unfortunately, they both just sort of move towards.
We'll move that one towards me, yeah.
Here's a question, actually. This guy's home is this way, but I think I should actually push him this way.
So they're
Since
not
these
filling
are
up
the
those,
three
yeah.
Agreed.
spots
Agreed.
that are in the
doesn't-
danger.
There's no...
So just let him go the
Yeah.
wrong way, I think.
There's no
Yeah.
rule about you must
Nope.
push it.
You don't
to
have to push him
closest
towards his
or
home. You just
something.
push him to an adjacent area.
Okay.
I never actually thought that you wouldn't want to, but now I think that's... All right, and now I can use a card. Oh, I'm going to use your
Okay.
add one energy on any era, and if it had none, it's 2. So I
Right.
add 2 here.
And then I get rid of it, right?
No, it does nothing. All I'm doing is applying the ability. Oh,
you
then you
discard
discard or
or
destroy
destroy.
it. So up to you.
Well, I'm just gonna.
And then I will do a time loop just to do a time loop.
Does she draw back up at her turn? Or
At the end of my turn,
okay,
she
good.
will, yes.
Okay, cool.
And now I can do, let's see. I can do the dimensional inverter again, which destroys one of these. And then I can either rift or, oh, how useless.
Yeah.
Super useless.
Yeah. No
Oh, that
fun.
was terrible.
No help at all.
Plus, I can activate this card, which is also useless. Destroy a
Yeah.
guy on my era.
It's entirely useless.
That was an entirely useless. No, wait. Okay. I can use this again. Does someone have an ability that can move me?
Well, hey,
one or
you
two
could
spaces.
you could pull one of these, like you could pull this to destroy it. You
That's
could pull
worth
this
doing.
and destroy it. I don't know.
That's worth doing. Either
Yeah.
one.
All right,
Let's see.
go ahead.
Look,
Pull one from adjacent area.
pull one. Yeah, I mean that's worth it, right?
Yeah.
It does discard or destroy the card.
That's okay.
So it's up to you. All right, so we'll pull this guy in and wipe him out there. And I can't time loop a second time, so I'm done. I will take this card. Refresh my batteries.
I didn't do that either.
You do draw up to 3.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah, anyone
Yay.
anyone who's at less than 3, even though it's not your turn yet, draws up to 3.
Okay, good. That's a better card for me anyway.
We didn't finish any. I made a little progress, but we didn't finish any. He goes to where I am. He goes here.
I do like that you stopped
Okay.
yourself from flipping from the huge deck. you're so close to doing it again.
It's just so. I mean, it's clearly the wrong type of card. At least it's not like. Wait, did you do
I
duplicates?
did. I put the
Thank
two guys
you.
on.
Now
They're
we do
both
draw
on
this.
Renaissance.
Please end up on.
This is medieval.
Got duplicates everywhere.
Okay.
We need it on this.
Okay.
We're
And
okay.
We
She's only
actually
doing
actually
two.
want 2 here so we can finish.
Oh, that's true.
Well, no.
Okay.
Oh, for here. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Right.
that's my vote. At least
Well,
one.
All right.
Cool.
There you go.
And it's your turn.
Okay. Dr. Few's location. Okay.
I'm almost to my original 3 cards. Didn't have the Prowler's Coat.
I got a steam locomotive.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is the fur, and that's push 1 Dr. Fu that is in your area. So I'm over here, so I'm going to push him to the robots and get rid of him. Then, so I can't get rid of anything. I can swap, but I don't see what.
It's all this bad
You can
stuff.
swap.
Swap
Well, like
your
if you
agent
swap-
with
look,
one adjacent.
If you swap this guy with one of these, he's destroyed because he
This
goes
is
to the
agents.
Oh, it's agents. No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
an agent
Yeah.
with a guy. Agent and duplicate.
Yeah. What?
So like you could swap this. Actually,
Well,
you could
can
swap
you
like
swap-
Lincoln to here, which would destroy this one.
Swap your.
That's actually pretty good. Then you'd be
swap
here,
your
Lincoln.
agent.
He's going either here or here next turn.
I mean, we're closer to being done on this one. So
So
is
we
there,
sort of want to protect that. You mean?
Yeah, meaning if we want to get rid of some of this somehow, like maybe it's
That makes sense. But I'm just saying because Lincoln is going next.
Right.
Well, I will do this. And
He's
that's
gonna
what,
go loop.
That's that. Well, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
I want to remove the energy from that one so that because it's pointing at Dr.
Not on
Well,
the
it won't
turn.
be there. It won't be there.
It'll be
When
one
you-
of these
we
two.
need,
Yeah, that's
we
right.
need a loop for that from the Renaissance.
I can do that.
It's guaranteed to be one of these two. So
Yes.
you could win the game if
One of them is taken care of.
yeah.
I can swap like this and just get this moving that. Well, you don't want to put another Dr. Fu in there.
No, you want to
No,
destroy
we
one.
want to destroy. I mean, I think it's either this.
It's either
shift
me
flip
to there or
this
Lincoln to
flip.
there. Yeah.
It's my agent though.
No. Oh, it is her
it's
agent.
your
Oh.
agent. Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And are there any of those out there? There's this one. So she could go there and do some loops.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
That works.
Absolutely.
Even though she's doing 1 card loops, it still is worth it.
Yeah.
Because if you go to the Renaissance,
By moving.
no,
Okay.
by this,
It's a. Okay.
because then it destroys this guy.
It's adjacent though.
Oh, dang.
boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's so many rules.
Variables we weren't aware
Butts.
of.
Lots of butts.
You're making
Lots
this
of
card
I know.
neato.
Well, okay. You can move first and
Yeah,
then
right,
do a
then do
swap.
a swap.
Which wouldn't destroy him
Well, it
anymore.
would destroy
Which is
that
the
one.
Would destroy
one.
the green one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Doesn't-
fine.
Not a huge.
The duplicates are not that
All
terrible
right.
right
So
now.
then I
It's
do
just,
my move. Is
Well, this is
That's that.
potential at least a vortex,
then
right?
yeah,
swap,
but
which
Yeah,
gets
that's
rid of
destroyed.
him.
I know
Got
we're
it.
close to.
we're
not
real
worrying
close.
about it.
Not worrying about it exactly.
So then, but looping is good.
And
Yeah.
then I can add a power to Dr. Fu's era.
Awesome.
So I'll just do that. Why not?
And definitely loop
Yeah, just to do
once
it.
just to get
Just
that
loop.
one marked. Yep.
Put it up here.
Which
So
one
pick
are we looping?
here
Goes over to the.
To the
Oh,
Renaissance.
sorry,
Mona
sorry.
Lisa.
Yeah. Mona Lisa.
So pick one of your cards and use it again, not the black hole.
Push. Would pushing help anything? No.
Pushing.
I can
not
add it.
really.
I can put another green cube there.
Why not?
Why not?
It's a,
Or I can swap again.
You can't use the
which-
black hole.
I can't use the black hole. You are correct, sir. So I will do that one
So
and
we
add
need-
another power.
If we can loop here. We can loop here. We could actually finish that mission too if you did a 1 here and a double there.
Okay, and I'm not in any card locations, so.
It's all right. Lincoln's gonna bring it home.
I don't know that I get to move that far though.
Oh,
I can
that.
move.
Well, oh yeah.
we'll see.
I lied. I said you might not get another
I
turn.
might go. All right.
he's
Here we
going
go, Pooh. Where you
to-
going, Pooh?
End of times makes sense.
Ooh, and we got another one on there.
So
That's
4 red
Yeah,
cubes.
that's bad.
End of times may be destroyed.
But at least it's
Yeah.
your turn. You can
he can
kill
block
a rift.
1. Yeah,
I
but
know,
look,
we'll
Yeah,
lose
he's
one.
dropping 4.
But we get to
Wait, we
choose.
could lose them both right now. No, he could block
He can
one.
block
at least.
one.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, block this one. Let this one
And
go.
let this one
Yeah.
go.
These are all gone.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Although,
Wow. And there's no rifts there
Okay.
either.
These are gone.
There's no doing any rifts there, which is terrible.
This is gone.
Yeah, boo.
You're right. It is. That is not good.
yeah.
That is gone. Final mission of the game, which we don't have to defeat, but we have to win one of these
One of them, yeah.
Because this has been vortexed.
Yep.
Reconnect time. Add 1 energy onto this era 3 times while there is at least 1 energy on every era.
Wow, we're close.
Yeah.
Right, so we need that and that.
Yikes.
And there's no limit. You could actually do that in a single turn if you could. Wow, now we're close to winning or losing.
Right. Boo.
And you can't get any progress on that mission.
Nope.
We have to wait till it.
Yeah.
And it's
But we know
it's
he's going there
dangerous.
next turn.
But it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
I'll start off with my brawler's gloves. I'll push this, so that's out.
Okay.
Not that it really matters.
It's something.
Wait, yeah, that's correct.
Well, okay.
Yep.
I mean, you know what you've got, but can you move or how far can you move this turn?
I can move 2.
Okay, so you can't get to deal with one of those guys who are dangerous.
No. Dr. Fu, and it's a complete, it's just this is where he's going to be.
Yep,
And you'll be releasing 4.
at
Which means
least.
unless we're really lucky, it's gone.
Which means we should focus on this one since
Likely.
Lincoln can't get there this turn.
But
Well, we
isn't
don't
that
have-
3 vortexes?
4 kills
4
us.
kills us.
3 is not great, but yes, 3 is allowable.
Okay.
I will
Skin of our teeth.
move 1 era.
We could also lose the next turn from
I'll
that
move
one.
1. I'll remove this.
Okay.
That's the Prowler's coat.
Yeah.
And then I will add,
Flip your card for your move, or did you spend energy to move?
I use this. This moves 1
oh,
era.
it moves
then-
and does
yeah.
that. Thank you.
Then I will add 1 energy to the previous era.
Nice.
The downer is I would like to use
Yes.
some here.
Obviously.
Um,
But it's okay.
and I do not want to spend too much energy if we want to try to fill this card up. I think I'm done, and there's no card for me. Okie dokie, too bad I didn't end in the other spot. My digital watch.
Got very
Oh,
serious.
these cards are destroyed.
Oh, right.
3 cards gone from
Yep.
End of Times.
Yep.
Actually, I need to see which one I should be on the top.
Got very serious.
It's
It
gonna be.
got real bad.
really bad.
It got real bad. This goes to Renaissance. At least it's alive.
Wow.
Okay. Nothing new to the
We know he's going to the Age of Robots, so we were putting out 4 rifts.
4.
We can probably say goodbye to Age of Robots unless we
Probably.
get real lucky.
Come on, Aaron.
Oh, almost.
That's not really lucky.
Not really lucky.
No.
No.
It destroys the duplicates is the mild bright
At
spot.
least it doesn't get rid of the energy for this other one, because we need green, and I can do that on my turn, but if anybody has anything that activates card, you can put on the next era.
Okay.
In your hand, does anybody have cards that with this castle symbol that are from the medieval era?
No.
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 Wait, I do. Quantum Bandage.
Okay, that may help.
Okay.
Try not to discard it.
Okay. I need to, because I'm here, I need to add energy here
Correct.
so that starts to
Yes.
work.
Yes.
Okay. First, I'm going to move Nikki here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to add energy to another agent's area.
Nice.
So that's now set up.
Cool.
Oh, wait. Doop. 3 vortexes. And that destroyed this card.
Do you have any Vortex cards? The V girl or V?
What? I can like carry an agent if I start on a vortex is the only one I
Okay.
have.
I'm gonna.
Carry a duplicate.
Okay. Unless I can do that right now.
We have to do whatever we can to protect that era.
No,
too.
I
No,
have
I'm
a. Oh,
not-
sorry.
I'm
I have a
not
plan.
criticizing. I'm
It
just
is
saying we
coming up
really need
here.
to think about that.
All right, so place 1 from my era into another agent's era. So I'm just going to do
Yeah.
that to kill that. Then I'm going to use one of these to move. Then I'm going to use this to move here. That way there's still energy everywhere. Then I can push something from here over here. So I'll do the one that kills it.
Nice.
And I can add energy to the place I pushed it.
Yay!
Nice. Ta-da!
Okay, now hold
Nice
on.
job. Is there any?
I can time loop because I'm in a nice place for these guys. Okay, I can do this again. I can push something over there and add energy. So, do
Is
we
it-
care which one I push?
Pushing it there, does it have to destroy it?
Nope.
Nope, nice.
Just
okay.
have to push it, and I can add it to the area I sent it to.
Nice.
So I'm just going to do that. Add energy to the place I sent it to. That's 2.
Okay.
Place 1 from my era onto another agent's era. I mean, that doesn't... I mean, I could. I don't know that it helps us in any way.
Yeah, he's
Maybe just
he's-
because this has 2 on it.
Because it has 2 on it, get
I'm
rid
going to
of
put
that
it
one,
here where
sure.
there's nothing.
Yeah.
All right, that's me. Boom.
Can you time loop again?
I mean... Oh, I guess I
You
could.
could.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's 2.
Oh.
Oh, but it's okay. We still have 1.
Yeah,
All right.
we're safe.
Yeah.
Time loop again. Whew.
But there's no agent to push.
Oh, there's no agent to push. And I would need an agent push, so never
Wait.
mind. I have to push.
Did you just push a guy for no particular reason?
That's
Yes.
this card, which you could do that card.
Then if you don't do that, don't we win the game?
So this one that I just did.
If you push... if
Okay,
you,
you're right, you're
if
right,
you
you're right.
don't do that and loop,
So I would just loop this one.
right, push him over here and add the 3rd energy. Right?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
I mean,
Wow.
because
yeah,
I did
'cause
move
you were-
that using this.
right, which there's
Place
really
1
not
from your
much
era on
reason
another
to do.
agent's era. I was doing that. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So now my turn is done.
Well, that wins us the game.
It does. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to do because all that she does is draw back up her hand.
Right.
You don't check anything until he doesn't do anything else until the
Right.
start of my turn.
And we
we
are
complete the
just done.
4th mission.
Woo!
Ta-da.
Ta-da!
Neat.
Just the right combination of things.
Yes. I had one that would do 1 energy on my turn, so
Right.
we were probably
Close.
okay unless we got this destroyed.
Right.
Which we had a chance of. But that is how you save the world
That's awesome.
via
Okay.
time
We
loops.
did it.
All right.
And we have
did.
3 out. It was a much
It
closer
got
game.
way closer than
than
I
I thought.
ever expected.
Well, it's that.
I thought we
this-
were
they
doing
kinda
so well at
cascade-
the
I know.
beginning that the game was going to be so super easy.
So
Right.
super, yeah.
Almost like, almost
Well,
like luck of the draw. Like, oh, we got such a good
Right.
start.
Right.
As
We can't
should be
lose.
the game really started to hurt us.
Yeah,
Yes.
and like a lot of cooperative games, the board fills up with things that like don't look so scary when there's just a couple of them.
Right.
But when you have to add 5
Yeah.
rifts every time you drop
Yeah.
cubes,
Wow.
it gets real bad real fast.
Yeah.
And we really only had like the one good drop.
Yeah.
That when it was on the line, right? The
Right.
rest of the time it just kept doing it.
Yeah.
It was kind of a drag that we couldn't
Yeah.
couldn't catch a break on that. Because shoving 2 or 3 cubes into one area is not good.
I think your ability is really cool, the one that lets you block
Yes.
Yeah.
a rift. And it's like, it's
Yeah.
pretty powerful, but that's why it's good. It only comes around every 4th
Exactly.
turn. Like, if that was a card that we could manipulate into using a few times, it'd be too good.
Well, we needed. I don't think we had the right cards come up, and maybe a lot of them got discarded. But we really needed some control of the duplicates, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have really a lot in my hand. That was one I gained. I mean, that's it.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy. And
think
then I
we-
had the Brawler's Glove, which
Yeah.
is the first one that I had. That was in my hand. But yeah,
it's funny how you sort of get stuck with the cards that don't really help you a lot.
Sometimes,
you
yeah,
really
right?
need to deal with these
That's-
rifts, but you've got all energy
Yeah.
and duplicate
Right,
cards in your
right.
hand.
I
or
thought
you've got,
you had done a good
the
job, like
space
getting rid
with-
of some cards that weren't helpful. The one card you did, and I wish we could do more of that.
I wish you could do more. It's such a very, very light deck builder. You start with
Yes.
6 cards and you add a couple.
Yeah.
And you get rid of 1 maybe.
Right.
Like, there's not a lot of tuning in here, but yeah, it does help.
I think if I played again, I would be tempted to strategize, like whose
Yeah.
character, what order
Yeah, I
characters
think
went.
so.
Because like if Mr. Time went before you, I could move
Is
you
there
to where
any
we guessed he
adjustment
was
of that?
going next.
You just pick characters.
Yeah, so there is strategy even in
So you
where you
can
sit
do
at
in
the
any
table.
order you wish.
Sure.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, you can't
Meaning,
Right.
change the player
Right.
order.
Right,
but
right.
Yeah.
but meaning we could, if Nikki were Mr.
Yeah.
Time and you were the Time
Correct.
Prowler, you would always, she could always move you to where we thought he was going next to prevent a
Right.
rift.
Well,
or something.
we thought that there was a good chance with that. You guys had maybe some synergy with that.
Well,
didn't-
my thought was it could be synergy.
Yes.
It didn't actually end up
correct.
working that
Right.
way every time.
It did
so.
once, though.
Once.
I mean, a couple times we set up like I want to be here, so go ahead and move me.
Right.
Yeah, it was, especially because I think my character has a really strong movement card.
I wasn't
it didn't
as helpful
help me
to
to
you.
be right after you.
And it's not helpful to move people who the board changes so much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, it's not helpful to move Lincoln 3 turns ahead
No.
of his turn.
Right,
No.
and I kept even just trying to strategize while other players were
Yeah.
going, and I couldn't because by the time, even just after Dr. Fu's turn,
It
things were
does
so
change a
different.
lot. The
Yeah.
board
Yeah.
changes a lot from second to second,
Yeah,
which is kind of a feature of the game. It's just to deal with it. It's deal with what you got right now,
Right
not
now,
make a
yeah.
long-term plan and go
yes,
for it. Yeah.
yes.
What do you think, Nikki P?
I liked it. And yes, exactly what everybody was saying. I kept still trying to plan because I thought if it was still there, but the fact that the Dr. Fu is going to turn every turn, you can't do too much. But I was planning like a bunch of different moves, just with these pieces, not
Right.
with, So if I push that guy this way, I was thinking a lot about that.
Having some of them drop off, you know what I mean? Like we had some failures there that actually kind of
That
messed
hurt
with
us,
things.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That took away the work we did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any other stuff that's added to this, like expansions or anything?
There
like
is
that?
quite a bit of.
Okay.
There are alternate play modes. There's an
Okay.
extra character that we didn't get to. You can only play with 4 players, but there is a 5th agent, Robo Finisher 404, who apparently does starting with the second destroyed duplicate. Every time a duplicate is destroyed, you can add an energy or remove a rift. That's actually a pretty good
wow.
ability.
Nice.
Now that we know what that
3
is.
black holes.
3 black holes, but like no duplicates on anything
right.
else. So her
Yeah.
her deck is very
you're looping.
spread out. Your looping is limited,
You have to
really.
build your looping.
But I think that almost kind of makes sense because that seems like a good ability.
Mm-hmm.
That her deck is almost a little bit not great. There are several other play modes. We played with obviously the introductory setup and the basic difficulty level. But there's a solo play mode. There's a mode where different modes where the victory conditions change. There's a mode where a second vortex does not end the game, but it becomes a mega vortex and has other effects.
Oh,
Nice.
he's ripped.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what that is, but you can't move to that space except V Girl can move to that space. This one has other rules.
Oh, wow.
There's, laser centrifuges. You have to destroy all the centrifuges. So there are ways to puff up the game and change it up a little bit once you've gotten used to the basic stuff. There are, of course, 3 other missions that we didn't see, so the victory conditions change a little bit. There are not quite expansions, but there are
Sure,
definite game
variations,
modes built
yeah.
into the box.
I think
yeah.
we saw all of the missions that were available to us.
Yeah, I didn't quite think we'd get
Yeah.
there either, but it was timed
Right.
out pretty neat to that. These are like super duplicates or uber duplicates. I don't know exactly what they do, but they appear to be
geez.
super strong mutated guys, and they appear in one of the advanced modes. So you got a lot of different ways to play and a lot of
Laser
things to do
centrifuges.
before this gets
I do love all the little text.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
Very
love
cute.
real
really,
atmosphere for sure.
really fun stuff. I think they had some fun naming these things for sure.
Yeah.
What was this one? Philosopher's Stone. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't actually see.
We didn't
yeah,
read
the
Yeah,
War
we
Horse.
didn't
We
look at
did.
a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Or the War Horse. We
Yeah,
did
it
the
was-
War Horse too.
I got.
I
to
like how they're era
videotape.
appropriate too. Like those,
Yeah.
the medieval ones
Yeah,
are
right.
armor and
Yeah,
horses,
definitely.
and
Right.
Definitely.
the end of days ones are viruses.
Quantum wrench. So the quantum wrench is from the industrial era. Huh. Interesting.
Oh, this one's a carry. One of those carries. Move 1 or 2 eras. You can carry a Dr. Fu with you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never. I had one that sometimes did that, but we never
okay.
really
I had
got
one,
to it.
2 cards that 3. Look
Or
at that. But they
carries?
just were. Well, I mean, no, not
were they
carries.
just
These are the
pushes
moves.
and
Yes, you're right.
stuff?
Yeah. Dr. Fu. Yeah, there's a lot of pushing. I do like the art too. This is funny. We were talking about it. That some hairs caught in the
Right,
band.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's all I
This is very
saw.
cute.
is
It's probably,
that
they're
hair.
probably quantum strings or
It's just
It's
super
red
strings.
like Dr.
yeah.
Dr.
Fu
Fu's
in
hair.
this
Oh, nice.
image
Yeah.
anyway.
All right. Well, we narrowly defeated him and saved the time stream this time, but I'm sure he'll be back.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks, Aaron, for teaching us.
You bet. It's good to be back.
And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you click on the bell, you'll be notified when we put up new videos. See you next time. That's not your favorite restaurant, the End of Times restaurant?
The restaurant at the end of the world.
That's a good restaurant. It's got great reviews.